Welcome to Paranormal Central, broadcasting live from Central California with your hosts Jeffrey Gonzalez and Alan Thomas. Broadcasting video worldwide at ParanormalCentral.net and broadcasting audio on the Dark Matter Network at ArtBell.com. Are you ready to witness something you cannot explain?
Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Paranormal Central, broadcasting live from the bottom left-hand corner of the Nevada Triangle. My name is Jeffrey Gonzalez. I am your host for the show. I'm also the founder of a group called the Sanger Paranormal Society. I've been in existence for over 13 years now. Have been investigating everything from Bigfoot, monsters, ghosts, haunted locations to conspiracy theories, everything. So we're not just a talk show host, I guess you could say. We're also investigators, so we kind of know what we're talking about. So can't do it by myself. I have a co-host. His name is Alan Thomas, who is seated right here to the right-hand side of me.
Hi, everyone. How are y'all? Good to see you.
And for probably the last time, you're going to hear Emerald Bonilla. She is leaving us. Today is her last day.
Hi, guys.
And we'll give her the reason why she's going. So, all right. Well, we have a lot of stuff that we're going to talk about tonight. And just like every week, it's going to be a great time. 3 hours of non-stop in paranormal information that you don't get from anywhere else except for here. So I hope you enjoy it. I hope you have yourself right now. I hope you have everything right near you. So that way you don't have to get up and run off and go do something. Because if you do, hope you don't miss out. So, usually at the beginning of every show, we have the Bigfoot Report with Danny Valdrama. We are not going to have Danny on because he's at a location with his son, and we will tell you what's happening with Danny right now as we turn down the music and get into it. So, all right. If you are watching this right now on live stream, then you are looking at us right now. I am totally sorry for that. But if you don't want to look at us, there's another way to hear us. You can go to the Dark Matter Network. Actually, I have to say the Digital Dark Matter. How's it? Dark Matter Digital Network. There you go. Dark Matter Digital Network. And you can hear that at the artbell.com website. Yeah, you heard me right. Artbell website is broadcasting our signal worldwide, digitally live. And from what I heard, it is the best sounding internet network out right now. So basically, they are kicking some butt.
In the world.
In the world, from what I understand.
Yep, on the World Wide Web.
And from what I understand, there's a reason for that. Because somebody very, very big is coming back to the airwaves on July the 20th.
Man, it's close, too, huh?
We're like right around the corner. We're already in July. Who that might be? Well, the owner of the website, I guess he would be. That Art Bell is coming back again. And this time it's going to be internet only, and you can hear him right here at the Dark Matter Digital Network, starting July the 20th from 9 p.m. Pacific all the way to 12 midnight. And it's free if you want to listen live. But if you want to subscribe, you can, because there's you get some other perks. I believe chatting, and you can go back and listen to archives and some other stuff. And I think it's only $5 a month, but you have to get that right now. Because eventually, I got a feeling it's going to go up only because the cost of keeping up the network, it costs money.
To stay like the number one best digital network in the world.
So I would suggest to go and buy it right now and get it for $5 a month. That way you're set forever. So
I want to be set. I'm going to order it tomorrow.
From what I understand, you're going to be able to listen to our podcast as well on there, but you have to pay for the $5. So In case you missed it, you can always go back and archive it through the digital, the Dark Matter Digital Network, and you can listen to it whenever you want on there as well. So that's going to be awesome. So yeah, Art Bell is coming back on July the 20th, and he's making some noise worldwide. So yeah, it's going to be a great time. So like I said, right now Danny would be giving us the Bigfoot report, but he's not here. Why? And I'll tell you why he's not here. His son is going into the military, into the Air Force, and it's Sunday night. And at the there we have a
AAA
baseball stadium here called the Chachansey baseball stadium, and the Grizzlies, I believe it's the Astros. I believe it's the Astros ballpark, semi-ball team, anyways. But they're going to swear him and his and all the people who are going into the military live on the field before the ball game tonight. So he's there with his son, and we wish him all the luck. Mr. Dresden is going to be, I believe, working on engines. And I'm going to say, when I say working, I think more like inventing, that type of stuff. I think from what I understand, he's sort of kind of a brainiac. So Danny's probably all excited because they're going to pay for college.
Yeah, I don't know what button you pushed tonight, but only they're right. The people in chat are saying, "Man, that is really clear." And you know what? That is the clearest I've ever seen it too.
Well, you know what? Because we have all 4 lights on in here too. And because like last week when we had the gallows in here, I had turned down some of the lights in the whole 9 yards. But I think the more lighting we have in here, the clearer it gets. The camera will focus in on it. But yeah, we have all the lights.
But we are high def. The camera's high def, you guys.
HD.
It always has been. But only you're right, man. It is sharp.
Cool.
Looks good.
And that's the way we want to keep it. So I think I'm not going to touch anything. I'm just going to leave everything the way it is right there. So okay. So Emerald.
Hi.
Everybody is glad to see you, but everybody is going to be sad to see you go.
They're already in the chat asking
why.
Please,
Why?
Sorry.
One of them says, "I'm gutted."
Oh. Sad day.
Yeah.
Wait. I just got a ding.
But it's a really good thing, though.
2 suicides in Texas over Emerald.
Oh, shut up.
Story at 11. Wow.
Whatever.
You got that many people. Wait.
Whatever. Just
What?
stop.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's a scam, Sam.
Okay, basically, recently I just got moved to full-time. That was within like 3 months, so it's not that recently. So it's 40 hours a week with work with Lithia. And then I'm still a full-time student at Fresno State. This is my last semester. I'm so excited. But this semester I have to take an internship for my criminology degree.
Which is cool.
It's cool. It's cool. I think it's like 210 hours, something like that. It's between that. I don't remember. But that has to be done this semester too. So it's like having 2 full-time jobs plus being a full-time student. So this semester is going to be crazy. Hopefully I'm able to get a internship at night. That way it doesn't impede on my paycheck through work. So we'll see how that goes.
The only thing it'll impede on is your sleeping.
Is sleeping, yeah. And then Sunday's really the only day that I do groceries and meal prep. So I'll have nothing, no time for anything.
But you know what? The end result, like the payoff, is it's worth it.
Yeah.
I mean, even though you might like dragging butt for
I'm hoping I could bust out all my internship hours within the first 2 months of school. I'll be dead those first 2 months, but then I'll be fine for my midterms and finals.
Right.
And then hopefully, as soon as I'm done with my internship and school's done for me, and basically in December, I could hopefully be back in this chair with you guys. That would be super cool.
Okay.
But this semester's just gonna kick my.
Yep.
Yes. So.
ASS.
Yeah.
But it's worth it.
Yeah. Oh no.
Believe
Yeah.
me.
Graduating will be nice, and then hopefully.
Probably nobody in the chat or listening would ever disagree with that.
Yeah, and then hopefully I'll get hired on through my internship. That way I'd be able to lose one. That way I'm not working 2 different jobs, and that'll just everything will fit together like a puzzle. So.
Cool. Okay.
So I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Did Danny go and talk to you before he bought his car at Lithia?
No, he didn't. I didn't even know he bought a new car.
A new toy, anyways?
Dumb
what type of car did he get? Was it a Subaru?
Like an Armada?
Oh, no. See, I work at Subaru. Well, I probably shouldn't have said that, but oh well. Which Subaru? No one knows.
The Lithia one.
There's a few Lithias.
I know, yeah.
But so it's cool. Anybody want to buy a Subaru? Come down and see me.
That's right.
Yeah, or parts.
Discount. Just say Paranormal Central, and you'll get a
$4,000
$4,000
no,
discount.
That's not true. Jeff's lying.
Okay.
Jeff's lying.
Damn it.
Sorry.
Yeah, don't say Paranormal Central. No.
No, Jeff's lying.
Whatever.
No
Okay.
discount.
Yeah, I'm just kidding. No discounts. All right, but you get to see what Emerald looks like.
Dun dun dun. Oh, I'm going back to boxing too. So yeah.
Are you?
Yeah, in the mornings. So it'll be nice. That'll decrease my stress. And because I'm going to be stressed out the next few months. So.
Yeah, but only boxing's like not good for your complexion.
I don't care.
Oh, I was going, what are you talking about? She doesn't have pimples. Oh, I get it. Boom.
And not if I'm the one throwing the punches.
That's
True.
right. Yeah, it's funny.
If you're a gifted boxer, you never have to worry about a pretty face. You know.
I'll be just fine.
Just
And
don't.
I'll probably pop in a few times
And
later.
I was going to say, just don't, if you want to find out, don't piss her off.
Yeah.
No, not a
I
good
already
move.
don't do that. Are you kidding?
But like I said, hopefully after all this craziness, I'll be back in and keeping the guys in check. So.
Hopefully a lot of things will have happened before then, because it's a whole year from now. So
Yeah.
hopefully we'll be on TV.
Well, it's a
and
whole
we'll talk. You know
half
what? You
year.
know what? We haven't talked about the TV
Hey, that's
thing.
a whole half year, not a year.
But you said like next summer.
No, I graduate in December.
Oh, December. Okay, that's cool.
Come on, Jeff. See, he doesn't
yeah.
listen to me. This is why I'm leaving. No.
What? Yeah, ask Cheryl that. Diane, whatever her name is, too. She's going to go on. She should have left a long time ago. Same thing. She goes, I told you that last night. You beep, 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 beep. I'm all, you did? Seriously. I mean, because my mind is so...
Focused on the
It's like
show.
a steel trap.
It
Yeah.
is. Granted...
Everything's trapped in there. no?
Granted, I have a lot on my mind because, I'm married with children. I have a full-time job, and then I have this.
Yeah.
And then this is like... It takes up a lot.
And that's nothing. I mean, that doesn't even count all the side stuff we do.
Right.
Like usually on your day off, we're running around somewhere.
Well, that's
you
the
know.
thing. People don't understand. This may only be a 3-hour show, but the stuff that has to go into it, it's not 3 hours.
Right, that's right.
It is not at all. So, but yeah. So okay. So
Only
we'll go ahead.
Only when we go out and bring.
Right.
It's so fun, and then to come back and talk about it and share everything,
Right.
like these kind of things.
A pine cone. Yeah.
This
Pine cone I
tiny
brought
little
back from
pine cone.
Tule Reservation.
So that
yeah.
is proof that we actually went out to the mountains right there.
Or
There
just
it is.
went to your backyard.
Right.
This
Exactly.
was no, you can't get this. This is like from a sequoia tree, the giantest trees in the world, 2,000 years old, and it's the littlest pine cone on Earth, also, and the smallest seeds. But it's it's what I brought back to say I was at Tule.
All right, so let's go ahead and get into the show. Like I said, Danny is not here tonight, so he will be back next week. Let me go ahead and tell you who we're going to have next week. Next week is going to be a full impact show. My intent on this show is to bring you everything that has to do with paranormal, whether it's sightings, videos, people who like this type of stuff. In the music industry, in Hollywood, that is what my intent is. Because, like I said, everybody, the person you see on TV, your favorite movie star, your favorite rock star, you would never know that Sundays or Thursdays, when they're home, they're scrolling to the cable channels and they find a UFO show and they leave it there. Why? Because they dig the stuff. Now, they're going to tell the public, they're going to tell no, because they don't want to be laughed at, and that's what my intent on this show is to get away from the big time actors and movie stars and rock stars. Is don't give a crap what the public thinks. Everybody is talking about this stuff now. This is something that you are talking around in the morning when you get in at work or at school, and there's no reason to be afraid of what other people think about this type of stuff.
Not anymore.
Because this is now it's everywhere.
Yep.
Seriously, it's everywhere. I'm gonna find people who you would have never thought in a million years are into this stuff, and I'm gonna bring them in, or I'm gonna put them on the air via telephone, wherever they may be, and we're gonna talk to them, and they're going to tell you their side, what they have witnessed, their feelings among this type of subjects, whether it's UFOs or monsters or whatever. So next week, there are bands that are going to be touring, all the time. And whenever I can grab a musician who's into this stuff, I'm going to bring him in here. For example, there is a band. Actually, it's the lead singer who's on a solo tour right now. His name is Wednesday 13. He's actually the lead singer for a group called the Murder Dolls. They've been out there for a while. They're very hard metal. But this guy, Wednesday 13, is into the stuff we talk about. Well, he's going to be touring. They start on July the 10th in Vegas, and the next stop is in Fresno at Audi's, I believe. On a Saturday, next Saturday. So
he's not doing like big giant concert halls.
No, he's just
doing
in
little
clubs right now. Yeah,
and he's doing. Can you believe this guy is doing one show per night until it's done?
Oh, that's how it works.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh,
I mean, like no day off or
no.
I mean, he's going to be like finish the show, load up, go.
That's
right?
a tour. That's a tour. Every single day is another venue. And depending on the length between two venues, if it takes an extra day, then there'll be a 2-day break. Like from here to Arizona, they might give it 2 days. But no, that's a tour, man. Every single day is a different city. And that's why you have roadies and 18-wheelers and buses. And all you do is you go up, you play, you get back on the bus, and everybody takes the equipment down for you. You go to sleep, and they transfer you from the next tour. And how do I know this? Because I was involved in the music industry, and we can talk about that later. But that's it, man. Every single day is a new day on the tour, depending on.
I thought it was like maybe one a week, and you travel and you get to look around the city that you just landed in or whatever. Man,
no, that's not the
so
way it works.
when we're talking to some of these guys that they say 265 days they were out on the road.
I want to say 240 days would probably be venues that they played, and the rest of it is like breaks.
Yeah, but traveling.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So it's still work, really.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's not. Traveling isn't like easy.
Oh no. Well, no. Well, if you're a big time artist, then it's easy because you're treated like a king. You have, $500,000 to $750,000 tour bus that you're riding on.
Yeah.
You have, tour managers, people who bring you what you need, and I mean, you're big time if you're, if your stadium, playing in stadiums like the Save Mart Center or the Selland Arena, then you have people who take care of all that for you. But
and I know, like when I was working in the casino industry, we would hire some of these big guys to come in, and they had a list.
Sure.
And some of it was like the stupidest things, like only a big giant bowl of nothing but green M&Ms, right? And weird stuff.
That's called a rider, and they do that just because they can.
Yeah, but I had to hire somebody to pull all the green M&Ms out. Just
yeah. No, I mean, some of these people will have the most ridiculous things in the world, and you can go and probably Google the most weirdest rider that a rock artist has ever requested. And those are usually people like Madonna, Beyonce, and people like that who have clout in the business. And if you don't come up with that,
I know, yeah,
they don't play.
Come in.
They don't
That's
come.
right.
They don't play. You got to have everything they have on that rider inside their dressing room at a certain temperature.
Yeah.
Whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's just the way it is. So, but anyways, Wednesday 13 is going to be in Fresno on Saturday night of next week. That'll be July the 11th, and he's going to come into the studio in here before his performance that Saturday night in downtown Fresno. So we're going to pre-record that, and we're going to play it back the following day on the Sunday show. So we will actually be at that show next Saturday night, July the 11th, at Club Audi. I believe it's Audi Taverns or something like that. Audi, there you go. Audi's Tavern on Van Ness Boulevard in downtown Fresno. Next Saturday night, July the 11th, we will be there. I think on the outside of the club, they're requesting us to set up a table with some information, all that kind of stuff, just because this guy Wednesday 13 digs what we do, and I think he's going to have a blast next Saturday when he's in the studio pre-recording the interview for the following day.
Yeah, so he's cool too. I mean, like
you
if you listen to his music, oh my God.
Oh, there's one tune, I forgot the name of it, But we will play it. I'll look for it right now. But anyway, so anyways, next Sunday we will have in the studio for all those.
Actually, we probably shouldn't do anything until next week.
With that,
on him, so don't tell too much, And
I was going to tell people to go watch his video. So as far as Wednesday 13, but as far as
I wanted to say why his name is Wednesday 13, but actually I wanted him to say it instead of me telling everyone.
Why? What? Oh no, we're gonna let him talk about why he liked this type of stuff because I don't know either.
I studied up on him, but only.
Oh yeah,
only it's so cool.
So what I'm gonna do right now is there is a Wednesday. Hold on here, Wednesday 13. There is a video that he has right now, and it's called "Keep Watching the Skies." I think. Hold on. Yeah, keep watching. All right, go to YouTube when you get a chance and type in Wednesday 13, and the name of the song is "Keep Watching the Skies." If that doesn't give it all out right there, okay? And like I said, his music is metal, very hard, but that video has the lyrics, and the lyrics pop up on the video, and every single lyric on there is what we talk about, from Illuminati
pretty much
to UFOs, brainwashing, everything. So it's like we're gonna have a blast with him. Okay, I guarantee it. So also next Sunday, live in the studio, for all those on July the 4th who is watching television, and there's a lot of things going on July the 4th, but the very famous thing that goes on every year on July the 4th at Coney Island is the hot dog eating contest.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, I was watching it with the family, and as the hot dog eaters were running down, and they were playing music and telling who this guy was or how them was, and this one particular guy, whose name was Pablo Martinez Jr., and I noticed at the very bottom where it had his name, they tell a little bit about his hobbies, and it says on his spare time he likes to investigate the paranormal. And I went, what? So I made some calls and I put in the word, and Pablo called me from New York about 3 hours ago, and I told him what my intent was, and I wanted him to come on the phone tonight and to talk, about everything. And
paranormal.
He says, and he goes, oh man, I'm in New York, but I go, okay, well, can you make it next weekend? He goes, yeah. So we're gonna have him in the studio next weekend, and I'm gonna see if I can convince them to have a hot dog eating contest. What do you think?
Dun dun dun.
Him and I, and I'm gonna say 5 hot dogs. Let's see who can eat them the fastest, and I will probably puke on live internet TV right here in front of everybody. So hopefully we can convince him to do that, and I'm pretty sure he will. So
I may come in for that one just to watch.
So I'm gonna have a hot dog eating contest with one of the guys at the Coney Island. Oh, what am I doing? Yeah, so we're gonna set up shop here and put some bibs on and sit, and I'm gonna make an ass out of myself.
Probably.
But you know what? That's my life. I do it anyways.
Yeah.
So why not do it for you guys? Yeah, it's all about ratings. It's all about ratings. So, and you're gonna be hearing me go.
Yeah, smell-o-vision.
Ew. Never mind.
Okay, so that's what's going to happen next weekend. So are you guys going to tune in next weekend? Oh, hell yeah, you are. Oh, yeah. Yeah, here we go. Okay. So anyways, that's what's happening next Sunday, among other things as well. Okay, so. Yeah. All right. So, last weekend we had the producers and writers of The Gallows in our studio, Travis and Chris. And as you guys know, we were talking about possibly getting into... they were having a red carpet, or actually a black carpet event down here last Tuesday, and I told them, we would love to come in there and set up, all the lighting and the camera and go live worldwide for you guys. So they put in a call to somebody at Warner Brothers who's distributing the movie, and that night I got after they left, I got an email from one of the reps, and they said, is that all right if I call you the following day? And I said, sure, call me the following day. So. I had an email come in the following day, said she was on her route to Fresno to start setting up everything right for the day before. And she said, is that all right if I call you when I get in? I said, sure, call me when you get in. Nothing happened on that Monday. So Tuesday came around, and we already had plans. Alan and myself had plans that Tuesday. we were planning to go back up to the Tule again. And so we were going to postpone the Tule thing and do the black carpet with the gallows, right? Well, literally, seriously, I was just about to get out of the door. I get a call from the Warner's Brother rep at 12:30, I think it was.
I mean, I'm walking in the door right when he's hanging up.
And she goes, "Hi, this is so and so." I go, "Sorry, I didn't get back to you. We've been really busy." And then she goes, "Did you want to come down for the black carpet event?" And I told her what my intent was, and she goes, "Really?" I go, "Yeah, my intent was to broadcast worldwide for you guys through the live stream." And she goes, and I go, "I can't do it now because, giving me 6 hours lead time to set up everything is not going to cut it. I have to at least 24 hours at least."
And even that is
it's
not
cutting
enough,
it close.
really.
So, because, we have
2
to get...
weeks is bad.
Because, we have to get live internet, access from their modem all the way out to the location where our, computer system is going to be so we can plug in, internet so we can go live. And I told her, well, I can't do it now because, I need more time. And all of a sudden, silence. And then I guess she didn't know what our intent was. And I think she would have known if she would have called me the day before or 2 days before, like she said she was going to, and she didn't. So she said, "Well, can you at least come in and pre-record?" And I said, "No, I can't. I'm walking out the door. I can't do it." And so she was, at least a slight, bummed and pissed at the same time. But you know what? I tried, guys. I really tried. So, I told Chris and Travis, because I'm pretty sure they were expecting us to show up. So I had to text, Chris and Travis, and I told them what happened, that the rep never called me. And I said, "Sorry, guys, but you know how it is. I can't do it in 6 hours." So I asked them, they are having, the release date is July the 10th, which is a Tuesday night, and July 9th, I think they're going to have a 7 o'clock showing and a 10 o'clock showing at the Maya Theater downtown Fresno. I actually take that back, at the Same Arts Center, the new theaters. And I said, if you still want us, we'll be more than happy to come down and go ahead and go worldwide there as well. And I think they said they were going to be there as well. So hopefully we can make that happen. And if we can make it happen, then I will send out I think I'm going to go ahead and set up a time and a date for the live stream, an event, and then send it out to all you guys who are already following on live stream, so we'll be going live, and I'll also broadcast it on Facebook. So hopefully we can make that happen.
And I'll have it on YouTube.
Yeah. So hopefully we can make that happen. And again, I love doing these live remotes if they give us enough time to set up, because it's a lot of work, guys. Really, it's a lot of work, and getting the camera, equipment and just a lot of work. So it doesn't happen like, I give you 6 hours, go do it. No, it's not going to cut it. So, all right. So yeah, we had a fantastic time with the Gallows guys, and I hope they rake in the money. I hope those guys really do succeed in their endeavors, because this is big for them, and this is big for Fresno, and it's going to open up a lot of doors for anybody involved in that industry here in Fresno, California, as well as us. Because now, maybe they'll come knocking on, looking around in Fresno, see what else is going on in Fresno. Hello, McFly. So since we're talking about that, let's talk about the movie TV thing. We've been in, I don't want to say negotiations, we've been in talks with a network on the cable channel, very, very big network, and things move slow. So we're gonna go ahead. So we're gonna go ahead and move on with the Fox network in the fall. They are going to start playing our show. Like I said, right now we have 7 already filmed. We're going to give them 7, and we're going to continue filming after that. So as of right now, in September, they're going to play our first episode. That's when all the new shows start happening, is in the fall lineup, and we'll be part of that for the Fox network here in Fresno, California.
In fact, the chat was just talking about that, and they were asking, like, how are they going to see them? I think we can load them on YouTube because we don't have a contract. So after it airs on the local network, then we can load it up on YouTube, and you guys can watch them.
Yeah, you guys can watch them.
And then we have, I was sitting there thinking about that. We have some that we have in the can that nobody saw.
We do.
And I was thinking maybe we might have to do like a pay-per-view on them.
Yeah, this was live at the Crest Theater.
Right. There's like three
shows, right?
Mm-hmm. They have good guests. You guys would love it, man. But only it costed so much money. You know, we kind of
since you mentioned that, Ellen, every single internet or podcast that is like sort of kind of mega big or well known, they're charging for people to go and watch them. And we're talking about coast to coast. Art Bell is going to start doing that with $5 a month. Caravan
for the archives.
For the archive. John B. Wells, Sasquatch Chronicles. Everybody's doing it, and we're not doing it, guys.
No.
And we're
so
not
far
doing
we
it.
haven't.
And I remember I read something of what Art Bell said, and it kind of hit me hard. He says that he doesn't consider any show on the internet to be genuine or real unless they're charging.
Really?
That's what he said. I remember reading that from Art Bell.
Man, he's the man too. I mean, the only reason I'm doing it is because basically I saw a Bigfoot and Art Bell.
So, which kind of makes sense because he said, I think what he's trying to say is that if you are good at what you do, and if you are interesting, people will pay to see you.
Yeah.
No matter what.
Or first you have to be known, though.
Sure, you have to be known. Granted,
we're just getting there, I think.
Yeah, well, you're just getting there. And that's one of the reasons why we haven't charged you guys. Because, we're not well known yet. We're not, obviously, an Art Bell, and we'll never be an Art Bell. Or John B. Wells. John B. Wells is charging big time only because he was on Coast to Coast on Saturday night. So he has the fan base, and he can do that. At this point in time, I don't know if we can do that as of yet. But don't be surprised if one of these days we are going to do that and start charging every month. And I'm going to tell you why. Because
for the archives.
Well, not only just for the archives, but there's going to be some other situations where we're going to do special shows and special stuff that it's not going to go out to free. And if you want to see it, then you have to have a subscription every month to see it. And you guys know who have been watching our show for years and years and years, we bring some damn good stuff to this show. We do. There's no doubt about it. We bring you the real crap, all right? And we are getting trolled to the masses right now. And it's flattering that we're getting trolled because that's telling you that we're doing our job. People don't like us because we are at where we're at. At first, I thought, it was kind of rude and uncalled for these trolls to do and say what they were saying, but you know what, whatever. If we're getting that many trolls now, that's telling me that we're doing something right, and we're going to keep doing what we're doing if we're pissing those other podcast people off.
Yeah, I like the getting the sponsors, but only we can't even get those. We've tried.
Well, it's not that we're trying, it's that we
really don't even know where to go.
Yeah,
really, to start.
Yeah, it's like if you are listening and you want to come in and put some give us some sponsorship
to help us out,
then by all means get a hold of us. There's many ways of getting a hold of us. We got 24-hour hotline. We got the form on the paranormalcentral.net website. We're really not hard to get a hold of. So there you go. And it's cheap right now because later on, I guarantee you, when this TV thing gets hit and hits off hard, then it's going to be not cheap anymore.
Well, the TV will probably do like they do with Mountain Monsters and Finding Bigfoot and all that. They $1.99.
Well, but we're still going to have this show, and I'm going to make sure. I'm going to make sure in the contract that it is, because when we get our show on TV, and it is going to happen, you guys. It will happen, and all those people who are watching us on TV eventually are going to come over and listen to us on the radio, because it's just the way it is. I'm going to have the stuff that we're not going to be able to discuss all of the stuff that we discuss here right now on the internet, on TV, because they won't let us. We get into stuff here that'll blow your mind and might tick off people on the network. So therefore, that's why we can't talk about it on TV. So we're going to talk about it here. Anyways, that's what our intent is in the near future, and it will happen. So like I said, don't be surprised and don't get pissed off at us that we have to start charging every month, because I've been doing this for 8 years and I haven't charged a single penny. And guess where this comes out of? My pocket. And it's not cheap. I'm telling you right now. So, okay, let's continue on. So I've already told you who we're going to have next week, and let's go ahead and get into it. I've noticed that a couple of big-time actors and actresses. No, I take that back. An actor and a rock star are doing some weird stuff. Let's talk about Tom Cruise for one thing. Tom Cruise.
I haven't heard what he's doing.
Tom Cruise is
He's a weirdo.
Tom Cruise is actually breaking away from Scientology.
What?
Yeah, he's breaking. He's saying because of his daughter.
I thought he was like their spokesman.
He is no longer part of them. He is breaking away from them.
Whoa.
Okay, so
what is he going to be now?
I don't know. Now, what would be the reason?
A movie star? No.
What would be the reason why he is doing that? He states because his daughter. Let's think about that. What in Scientology is
so bad that he doesn't want his daughter in it?
Exactly.
Eyes wide shut.
Yep.
That's the only thing I could think of, that.
I don't know. I don't know. We're not Tom Cruise. Obviously, we don't know what goes on in Scientology, but whatever it is.
But we all know it's fake. I hope all you guys know it's fake. And don't shoot me now. I'm just a messenger.
Okay, so I'm just telling you that Tom Cruise is going away from being a member of the Scientology family. So take it for what it's worth. Go and find out why. I don't think he's going to tell you why. He's basically given the reason of his daughter. And I think maybe custody is with what's her name, his ex-wife. Maybe Scientology, she is going to pull her or the daughter away from him because of that.
Oh, because she knows the inner works of it too.
Maybe. So what do you have on chat?
Oh, they were just saying like, be ready to see some smack or real stuff come out, because the Scientology is probably going to run them through the mud. They know a lot about him.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Well, what I also said on Facebook is when somebody posted it, I said, either find him in the gutter someplace or he's going to lose it. Or
he'll go out like Michael Jackson.
Something of that nature. Something's going to happen to him where people are going to go, whoa, dude, that guy's whacked, or whatever. They're going to make him look bad.
Or he'll be like my wife was. Last night she was watching Michael Jackson's Still Alive and all these videos showing why he is and the body bag moved and all that. And I thought
I didn't even know that was on the air. There's a show about that, really?
Yeah, there's some guy, and it was making me mad because my wife's deaf, kind of. I mean, like almost deaf. So she plays the TV where it's the kind where it rips right through you. You know what I mean? Like It's so loud it hurts me. And these YouTube videos, they have the audio weird. Like everybody talking, you can't hear it, right? It's like inaudibly low. And then when the music and the weird sound effects the guy had would come on, it would like pop my brain off. I'm like, whoa. Okay. Some of them sounded like Bigfoot too. I was like, what? Why is that?
Okay. I just got a text from Christina from Tule.
Okay.
And she goes, let's do a Blair Witch style movie on Tule.
Ooh,
that would be cool.
That would be so cool.
Where is that coming from, Missy?
Man,
you have to get the elders and the council to agree to that.
We kind of did
I'd be all over that.
No, I would say a Bigfoot more than Blair Witch.
Oh, fine.
Well, I mean, we kind of did that kind of. Like you scared the crap out of me, and I have that on video.
Which one was this?
where we were walking up to the cabin, like 5:30 or 6 o'clock in the morning. I mean, it was like thunder and lightning and everything, and this cabin's all destroyed. And then Jeff goes, and we had a camera aiming at it.
I remember that now.
And Jeff goes, walking up, and he he's acting like there might be something in there, and he peeks around like that. All of a sudden, he just jumps back like something was in there. I almost fell over and crapped my pants at the same time. It was like, whoa, man, he got me good.
That was funny. I think your mic is buzzing.
My
mic is buzzing.
Yeah, it is.
Right there. Oh, no, it's still buzzing. Sorry, Keith.
Wait.
There you go, right there. We're
off.
good. Swing it towards you.
No, I can hear it.
No, we're good. Trust me. Nope, we're good. All right. So, So I think I made him pee in his pants, but he didn't tell me he did. But that was a good one. I forgot I did that to you. So, So, that was a secret. You can't tell me this stuff and keep it a secret live on the air, laughing my ass off. Christina goes, well, we'll keep it a secret. Whatever. So much of it being a secret. All right. So Tom Cruise is
It's a
leaving
secret with everybody.
Scientology. There's
Yeah.
one more person who made the news and made actually the mainstream media. That is Katy Perry. She is.
No, I still hear it.
Nope, you're right. Trust me. Katy Perry is trying to purchase a convent.
I hear it.
No.
You're hearing things.
It sounds like an airplane.
Okay, so
but
anyways,
it's
it's the she's trying to buy a convent in Hollywood. She is, and it's like $14 million Catholic convent for nuns, and she says the reason why she wants to purchase it is so she can hang out in the garden with her parents. Yes, so let's talk about that. Okay, obviously
With the what?
a convent.
No, wants to hang out with the what?
Oh, with her parents. Now, her parents are very religious. Her mom and dad. Her dad was like a pastor or minister.
Dang, she's like a dark horse.
Well,
you know.
she made the front cover of Forbes magazine as being, I don't want to say number one, like 135 million in 1 year she made, like this year. And so she has the money. All right, she has the money. Okay, so this was like pocket money. She bring out a credit card here. I'll buy it. So she can buy whatever she wants. This is 135 million just in this year. How about the past years? This is what happens when you go on tour. By the way, Alan, this is where you make the money. You don't make the money in royalties on radio airplay. You make the money on the road. That's why these musicians, rock stars, stay on the road. If they could, for 365 days out of the year, they will be on the road playing every single frickin' day. That's where you make your money. And the money you make from that, you get to keep.
Yeah, like $250,000 a night. I mean, I was reading some of the numbers on those, in the stadiums.
Oh, yeah. No.
It's like $250,000
more
that
than
you
that.
make.
More than that.
Like $250,000 in one night.
More than that. Actually, like if you're Muse or like U2 or Madonna, way more than that.
Really?
Yes. So we're talking $500,000, $750,000 for every time they play. Maybe even more than that, to be honest.
Dang, so they can make like
they can make $1 million,
$150 million or $300 million every year.
Absolutely. Easy. Why do you think they're...
And we're in the wrong business.
Huh.
I tried, but I didn't make it. So
Too bad I can't sing.
So no, they're you make a lot of money on the road. So yeah, Katy Perry is trying to buy a
See,
convent.
they're hearing it. They're saying yes.
No, watch. I'm gonna mute it. Watch. I'm gonna mute yours.
Yeah.
I don't hear it. No, it's air conditioned.
No. Turn mine on again.
Yours is on.
Yep.
I think you're hearing things because I don't hear it either.
I don't hear it, dude.
I hear it.
No, it's air conditioned. No, see, it's
Okay.
so now,
Stop messing with it.
See, now you got the buzz. You brought it back.
It's never
Alan's
went away.
going
Okay, we are
crazy.
going to fix that or get rid of it. But that's a $300 mic. Okay, right there. Stop.
Okay,
Don't
got
touch it. Don't touch
No,
it.
it is good now.
Okay, that's the way it was before. All right, so Katy Perry is trying to buy a company. Let's find out. Let's think about this. Why would she want to do that? You guys all know that big time. We think Illuminati. She's already signed the contract. She sold her soul. That's why she makes so much money. Is it maybe there's got to be two reasons, and I don't think it's because she wants to bring her family in and sit down and have coffee and tea in the garden at the convent. Obviously, there's the big religious part of this.
She wants to be the flying nun.
She could have purchased a house on the hills and wherever and done the same thing.
She's gonna live in it?
I think so. So, is she trying to mock the religion? Somebody even said, I remember somebody on our fan page said, is she going to do satanic rituals at this place?
Oh my gosh.
Okay, or is she really trying to change her life around by living here and trying to, to make her life better? And obviously, and I remember listening to one of her interviews where she said she sold her soul, basically, and I heard it with my own ears, and it's out there, you guys. She even said that. I don't know, but what would be the reason that she would be purchasing this $15 million convent on the Hollywood Hills, and she plans to live there? Is it just because she can, or is there another reason behind it that we just haven't thought of yet? It's either one or the or. I don't know if maybe she's going to have wild parties there and she's going to mock the Catholic or Christian religion because she has that, those grounds there are considered to be holy ground only because of what used to be there. It's a convent, right, for nuns. So we shall see, maybe next year. I think they're going to pretty much sell it to her, guys. From what I understand, the paperwork has already been filled, and she's purchased it. So let's find out what or TMZ one of these days are going to say a wild party at
I still hear a humming.
No, you're
buzzing.
Trust me. No, don't touch it. Trust me.
I think it's a fan.
Well, it could be that over there, but
yeah,
we're cool.
I'm pretty sure that's what. I mean, they're hearing it in there.
Yeah,
too,
no, it's just the air conditioning.
It's 102.
So we need to have air movement in here. Sorry, guys.
And we built a little shack behind Jeff's house. And this is what we're really in.
So
don't tell anybody. Shh.
So okay, so let's just find out later on in the future what occurs at Katy Perry's new
digs.
Yeah, new house,
new
crib.
home.
Let's see what she does. Let's see if she keeps quiet. Let's see if it just goes off hook and the police show up and she has massive, dark horse parties in there, and that you never know. So
she has all her Illuminati buddies.
Well, you know what? Yeah. Let's talk about the Illuminati really quick. Anybody see the BET Awards 2015 show that occurred last week? Well, I didn't, obviously, because that's not my type of music, but many people did. And for those who are fans of ours and who are friends of ours on Facebook, notice something that the artist Chris Brown, when he was performing live on stage, had in the background. And let me just show you what we're talking about here. Now, you think the Illuminati and all that stuff we talk about is just pure nonsense. Well, no, it's not pure nonsense. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put up on the screen what was on Chris Brown's back to Chris Brown when he's talking. There it is. Can you see that? No lie, guys. I'm not lying to you guys. There it is. A pyramid with the all-seeing eye in the dead center. I mean, how obvious is that? All right, how obvious is that? So, and other stars who do this, and I'm again, Katy Perry. If you the Dark Horse video, if you go and pull that up on YouTube, just all kinds of Egyptian Illuminati symbolism all over the place. Madonna, Lady Gaga, and so forth and so forth. I really don't have to tell you that because you guys know as well. So, but there you go. I wanted to show you that for the BET.
Who is that guy?
That's Chris Brown.
Who?
Chris Brown.
Oh, never heard of him.
Ex-Rihanna's boyfriend. This is the guy who slapped Rihanna a couple times.
What?
If you don't remember that. He's been.
So that's what he's famous for. That's why I don't know him.
Yeah. So he's been very violent in the past against women, from what I understand. But Rihanna was his girlfriend, and basically Chris Brown punched Rihanna a couple times, and he's well known for that. So.
Dang.
So, okay. So
he should be in jail.
You would think.
Isn't that what we make jails for?
You would think.
Yeah, but celebrities get it pretty easy.
Yeah. So and something like this will happen, and about a couple months later, it's gone because something else now has come into view for the public to see, and it takes your mind away from that. And that's just the way it is.
So this guy is everybody's.
Everybody knows him. Everybody still likes him, and that's just the way.
He's the media's way of taking our attention off what our government is doing to us.
Well, by putting this on this, back of him while performing could be. I don't know, but I maybe
like, hey, go slap Rihanna. We need a diversion.
So maybe he's actually, this is part of his contract that he has to make us well aware of what's really running the music business, and we all know that the music business and in Hollywood, and we talked about that a couple of weeks ago with Hollywood and the producers and directors and. If you saw the BET award show, that I'm pretty sure that probably hit you right in the face and went, holy crap. So, all right. And you could probably go Google that, and it's on YouTube. I guarantee you it's on YouTube. If you want to go see it yourself, it's there. And I'm not making this up at all. All right. Let's continue. What time is it right now? It is
6:50.
Okay, in 10 minutes, go ahead and get a hold of Heidi. And I don't know if you can text her.
I tried, but I don't know if that phone number is
it's her cell phone or his or her home phone. So we just call her at 7. Let's see if she'll pop up. So, all right. So let's continue on. I got a message a couple days ago from somebody on Facebook. Actually, it was last week, and they stated that the Fresno Police Department were placing some flyers in certain neighborhoods on the fences and gates, and they were saying that they were going to be doing some drills between 8 and 11 o'clock p.m. And in Fresno, around the Calaveras Avenue and Belmont Avenue, it was on June the 29th, which was this past Monday, and between 8 and 11 o'clock p.m., they were going to be, and this was verified, they were going to be testing their tracking system. What type of tracking system is this, Jeff? Well, if Fresno has it, I'm pretty sure there are a lot of other cities around the United States who also have the same tracking system. What this is this allows them, when somebody shoots a weapon, any type of firearm, it allows them to track and pinpoint the exact spot where it came from. And this will not interfere with fireworks, any type of those type of black powder, weapons that people have, grenades or whatever. These are for gunshots only. And I believe this tracking system they've been working on for a while, they have certain sensors placed all over the city of Fresno. So if someone pops I don't care what you have, a 9mm, a shotgun, a 22, it's going to zero in on your location like GPS, right to your house probably. And it will let them know the shot came from 2629 East Maple Avenue. Guess what? You're done. They're going to dispatch cars around your house so fast. And, if you did shoot a weapon out in your backyard because you were drunk, and you wanted to, or for New Year's Day, you go out and you shoot one up in the sky, there will be several cop cars on the front of your doorstep so fast, and you will be arrested so fast. So let's think about this. Is this the real reason why they came up with a tracking system like this? All right.
If it was in my neighborhood, probably.
Well, granted, there are a lot of people who shoot weapons.
To play devil's advocate here, because that's kind of my job.
Right.
And being a crim major and stuff like that, I personally think it's a great idea.
Me too.
And on top of it, Fresno is known for its violence, sadly.
Well, we got gangs.
Oh, yeah. And so to have a system like that, to where the officers can get to where they need to go without having somebody call in like that, I think it's awesome.
Okay.
I think they were actually used it last night to bust illegal fireworks.
Well, it doesn't work on fireworks.
I don't think it worked on fireworks.
Really?
Yeah.
Bang's a bang, right?
No,
it's not the same type.
Yeah.
Well, you know how my neighborhood, how bad my neighborhood is? The helicopter was constantly over my neighborhood all night.
Well, it was because it was because of your satanic worship in the backyard with the fire and stuff.
Oh, yeah. Maybe, I thought it was all the sounded like freaking they were having the 1776 war right in my block.
Well, and that's another thing, like certain neighborhoods, like Tower, for instance, I think that system will help a lot. It'll cut down on the gun violence, but I mean, if somebody wants to do something bad, they're going to find another way.
Well, yeah, I mean, you can do a drive-by, for example, and they're not going to get you because you're going to be in a moving vehicle and you're going to be out of the location. The only way they're going to be able to even possibly get a hold of you is if you're stationary in a home and you go and shoot something, like you get drunk and you shoot a weapon. Well, okay, then maybe they'll be able to apprehend you. But if you are running or if you are on a drive-by, how in the heck are they going to be able to do that? I don't think they can narrow in on your vehicle to go from there. Not unless there's sophistication and electronics that we don't know about that we'll be able to. I don't know, but from what I understand, it will just track the location of where the shot came from.
Yeah, but only okay. Are they going to have it on all the time?
Oh, it's on all the time.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Does it? See, that's something I was wondering about. All the little cameras. Everybody has them in every city, on the light poles and everywhere.
Yep.
Are they using the microphones of that to
that I couldn't tell you. That I couldn't tell you.
All they call it triangulate?
All I know is this thing is going to be on 24/7, and if a gunshot goes off, it would be able to go. There it is.
Dang. See, it has to be some kind of triangulation thing.
Well, I'm pretty sure they've been placing these sensors up all over the place. The question is, where are the sensors? What do they look like? Are they on street poles?
They'll never tell you.
Oh, they'll never tell you. Are they on the cell towers, for example? There's a good possibility. You know, they're on the cell towers. They could use that as
I would think they'd be close to the street though, like on the street lights.
It would have
like
to be
the ones that are on all the cameras on every corner.
Well, the cameras don't have sound.
Yeah, they do.
Do they?
Yeah.
I would.
Well, because I know that Fresno, we're so freaking poor. Half of our street cameras don't work.
Well,
in Fresno.
Yeah. At least half of them, they're not on.
They're not on.
They're just there.
for martial law. No.
Okay.
Okay. No, but I think something like this, the tracking system probably has to be at a higher altitude, and I'm thinking, for me, cell towers have to be involved somehow. I don't think they're on street poles or light poles. I don't see that. I see cell towers more than anything. But that's just my theory. Hopefully there's a PD officer or somebody who invented this watching us right now who wants to tell me, but I doubt if you're going to tell me.
Well, I know they have a car. I seen it. They drive around. It has cameras all over it, in the front and the back and on the trunk and on the top. Mm-hmm. It can read 99 license plates a minute.
Yes.
And process them through Sacramento. The cop just has to drive. He doesn't have to look.
Right.
And they can. I mean, they'll.
If you're wanted.
Yeah, I mean, the screen will freeze on your car, and it'll pull up your name and your picture and everything about you, and the cop will pull you over, and you're busted before you even know.
So if your car is parked on the side of the road, and this camera takes a snapshot of your license plate, the computer will automatically run it. And if you have a warrant, the cop is going to automatically on the screen. It will say, stop. This car back here has a warrant for their arrest, or the person inside. Then, boom, you're done.
I seen him drive. I was talking to him at the mall during Christmas, and he was driving around the mall, and he said within an hour he wrote 175 tickets from that.
And that's probably mostly for expired tags.
Right, yeah. And no insurance.
And no insurance. And they know what vehicles don't have insurance, because if it's not updated in the system,
right,
it's going to tell you, it's going to give you a red flag. Usually they tow your car away at that moment, especially if you're driving.
Right, yeah,
okay, it's the law that police officer will say, okay, you're out of here. Take your belongings. We're going to call a tow truck. Your car is gone because you don't have insurance. And it's going to be very expensive after that for towing and storage fees. So, anyways, okay, let's continue on with the tracking system. So obviously there's a new toy the police departments have out there. Fresno PD has it. I don't know if other police stations around your area have it, but we have it here. All right. So, we have a form on the paranormalcentral.net website. It's very easy. If anybody wants to write us a note, they can. If anybody wants to cuss us out, they can. Anybody
I had a question in chat.
Yes.
They were wondering if we're going to take calls.
Sure, we'll take talk because we don't. I mean, we have stuff to talk about, but let's take calls tonight. If you guys want to call in, we'll start taking calls after Heidi tonight. And so we have an hour and a half after Heidi, and we'll go ahead and start taking calls and talks about other stuff that you guys want to talk about. So wait until after Heidi. Right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you the number that you can call. And in about 5 minutes, I will give you that number. So go get a pen and paper ready, and I will give you the 24-hour hotline that we're going to use tonight. So we're going to go ahead and call Heidi right now. So hopefully Emerald can get a hold of Heidi. And I was going to read one of the forms that we had here, and I will say that for after Heidi. So what we usually do is, like, for example, the Sasquatch report with Danny or Heidi, we get photographs from them. And what we do is we send them over to the artbell.com website. And Keith, the webmaster, and in charge of all that stuff, is kind enough to put them on the homepage. And they are marked Paranormal Central, either Bigfoot Report or Heidi Hollis's report. And right now, Heidi Hollis's report is up on the homepage at artbell.com. And we're going to be talking to her as soon as Emerald can get a hold of her, hopefully, because I know we're a little early, and maybe she's probably not home. So we'll just have to wait on that for a little bit. But we're going to talk about those photographs, and she has them numbered from 1 to 9 or 1 to 10. And that way you can follow us. You can go ahead and look at the artbell.com website and go and keep up with us. I'm going to be placing them on the live stream video screen so you guys can look at them as we are talking to Heidi tonight as well as here, so no one's going to miss out. So let's wait for Emerald to no call. So we're a little early, so let's go continue talking. Like I said, I was going to read you a comment somebody made at us, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm not going to tell you who it's from, but I'm going to read it. And the subject is physics. Hi, gentlemen. I am a real fan. I found your show a few months ago, have gone back on YouTube and watched all the old shows. Thank you very much. And watched the live stream every Sunday night from 9 to 12 Eastern. I wanted to preface with that so you would understand that my criticism is sincere and not a put down. Recently, the past couple of months, you have both had a tendency to make statements of scientific fact which are unfortunately totally false and misleading, especially in the areas of physics and evolutionary biology. And he states, I am a biological anthropologist. Please take the statement within good intentions it is given. And then so I responded back. I'm going, I always like to respond to these, to statements like this, because I don't want to say anything that's not true. Okay? So I asked them, would you please tell me what I said, so that way I can like either correct myself, and then go from there. I don't know, somebody just sent me that. So and he says, well, he doesn't remember what we said. And I'm going, well, if it was that important for him to write to us, I'm assuming he should have remembered, right? And his profession is telling me that he is no dummy and he's got to have some brain, so I'm pretty sure he should have remembered. And I said, well, if you don't remember, then then how do I know you say who you are? And then he got a little offended and said, well, now you're questioning his integrity.
Yeah.
And I'm so, well, at this point in time, I don't know if you have any integrity or to criticize, because I don't know who you are,
and you don't remember why you're telling us that.
Yeah. So I if you're going to
there's Heidi. She's in chat.
So if you're going to critique us, I would very much like to know what you're critiquing us about, and please state it, so that way I don't make the same mistake again. And tell Heidi, if you are listening, we're going to go ahead and call you right now, if that's okay. And Emerald is calling your number in about 20 seconds, and hopefully you can answer it, and we'll go ahead and get you on right now. So there you go. So, but if you have sightings, if you have questions, feel free to fill out the form on paranormalcentral.net. And that phone number that I was going to give you guys, area code is 559-287-8367. Area code 559-287-8367. The last four numbers represent the letters UFOS. I have had this number for 14 years now, guys. A long time. And I get calls from all over the United States with this, and sometimes even international. So if you ever want to call me on we got Heidi, so let's get ahead and get Heidi on the line. Heidi, you there?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Good.
Hi, Heidi.
How's it going?
All is well. How was the 4th of July for you?
Good. No fires. Our house still stands.
Yeah, but you should see his street.
What do you mean?
His street is like, looks like a war zone happened.
Actually, yeah.
It really, you guys must have had fun.
Yeah, it's one of the holidays when I was growing up I enjoyed the most is blowing up stuff, fireworks, So
they blew up a lot of stuff.
So obviously I went and spent some money, and I let my son go to it. So he burned his remote control car out there. He was on fire. And
really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you do that every year.
You do that every year, remember? Back in the days?
Yeah.
So, all right. So,
like put it on there and then let it take off and
actually, yeah. We this time we didn't have an actual running remote control car, so we went out there and we just put it in a stationary spot and he lit it on fire and all that kind of stuff. But usually we go out and buy one for the special event, and we apply fireworks to it and we let it drive around. jump ramps and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, that's just us.
Wow.
Oh,
That I should have been over here last night.
So, all right, Heidi. So what's going on?
Oh, gosh. Well, don't mind me if I'm hacking a bit. I'm getting over a cold, I swear. Ugh.
Cold.
I'm so sick of germs.
Yuck. Stay over there.
Goodness. But, yeah, I sent over some pictures to you guys, but I guess I should introduce myself first a
Yes.
bit. To let everybody know, I feel as if I'm an oddball. That's all I'll say. No, I'm just kidding. I'm someone who's
Join the club.
Experienced it, freaked out, found some answers, wrote about it, got over it, and now I'm hoping to help other people do the same thing and understand this crazy world of ours. Check out my main website, which is HeidiHollis.com. And I also truly, truly, truly enjoy getting your emails when it comes to anything out of the ordinary. So I always welcome everybody to write me at oddadvicehh@gmail.com. And I mean anything and everything. Send your pictures, videos, drawings, stories, comments, opinions about oddities. And yeah, I really, really enjoy that stuff. So,
Cool. All right. And sorry, Heidi. I just want to let everybody know that her pictures that she sent me are on the artbell.com website right now. And you can see Heidi Hollis Report. And we're going to go ahead and pull up those photographs right now. And you can go to the artbell.com website and view them there as well. So you are not lost.
very cool.
All right.
I am too.
Yeah.
No, I'm
Yeah,
just
I
kidding.
thought I would dabble back into the UFOs and have a look at what's been going on lately because, wow, there's been some really cool footage that's been popping up. This comes from the website latest-ufos.com, which is an awesome website. I advise anybody and everybody who wants to know what's happening in the world of ufology to go and check out that site because, man. So this is, I actually put a link for you guys for this video. I grabbed this image from a video of a diamond-shaped UFO sighting that was recorded over Newark, Ohio on the 22nd of June. So, I mean, this is recent stuff, and this was just incredible footage, and I love the comments that people make when they're recording this kind of thing. Like, that's pretty interesting, and it's actually, there you go, yeah, and you can see it pulsating. It's actually a shape of a UFO that I personally witnessed, but the one I saw was really vibrant and was actually, the long side was pointed straight up and down, so it was kind of a purplish color, and it tumbles like when you throw dice and how dice tumbles. It kind of tumbled through the sky like that, very slowly and methodically. And what was interesting for myself and several witnesses who were seeing this thing, I mean, it literally hung around for 20 minutes, just tumbling through the sky, and met up with a ball of light. This occurred over Dundee, Wisconsin, and I saw purple while other people saw straight up blue. The diamond was blue, and I'm like, wow, I saw straight up violet glowing object. I mean, just amazing stuff. So I thought this was a really, really cool video.
Now, for people who don't know, when you're driving down the road and you see a light in the sky, right away you assume it's either an airplane or a helicopter. I'm looking at this particular light in the sky, and I only see one light. I don't see it pulsating. I don't see strobes. I don't see reds or greens or anything like that. I just see one color light. Now, maybe if you were there at the spot, maybe you can pick out certain colors. But if this was an airplane or a helicopter, the lights on it would be blinking like Christmas time. All right?
True.
So that right there is telling me what we are witnessing is not your regular helicopter or airplane. It's not. And that's why you need to really pay attention to your surroundings, especially up, like I said, if it's blinking, if it's a solid one color, then you need to step out and really keep your eye on this because it's going to do something crazy in a couple seconds.
Yeah, so true. But then there are the UFOs that do have strobing lights, which
Right.
it's so bizarre to me.
There
it's like,
is.
what is it, a hello, we're here type of thing? I don't get that. I just don't. But this next picture also comes with a video. this is really fascinating footage as well. I grabbed a couple
Hello,
of
brother.
stills off from the video.
Hello, triangle
and
friend.
this is what it says. Okay, this came
Come on.
over Longview,
Focus,
Texas,
focus.
June 25th of this year.
All right, infinity focus.
And they
Spin,
said that
check.
it was triangular in shape. This is what the
All right, I'm filming it, man.
reporter of the witness of this object said.
Look
It's
at you.
Really interestingly,
It's got two blinking red lights in the middle, one, and it's
video.
blinking on
So
top
it
and bottom,
says,
man.
me and my cousin came across what we call the Texas-Belgium Triangle. With our best attempts, we chased and filmed
All right,
the
it's,
craft as it quietly
there's a
glides
tree in the way
above
momentarily.
Texas neighborhood, unaware to the masses. These crafts have
Dude, it's
been
heading towards the
stopped
post
on
office.
On a number of occasions, always sporting a flashing red light. Is this ET?
You know, it's heading towards, like, your house.
Unknown to the public. So what's your guys' take on seeing that?
I'm right now. What I'm looking at is those two red blinking
You're just
lights. Okay,
got in the
I
way
said
of trees again.
before, on a regular airplane, depending on the size or a
That's a
helicopter,
triangle,
there should be certain
folks.
light configurations surrounding that particular airplane.
I'm running down here.
This one here, usually if there's blinking lights,
hold on.
it should be on the ends
Hold on.
of the wings. Right?
By the
Or
way-
over the back of the
By the
tail.
way,
Back of
look
the
right
tail
there,
light,
there's
or
another one
underneath
sitting right
the
there.
belly
See left
of the
of the
plane
tower?
And it being a strobe light.
It's
Looking
another one.
at this one that you have up right now, if those are wings, those red lights that are blinking underneath the wings.
But anyhow,
when
When should be green? If it's an airplane or even a helicopter. it should be
Film,
green,
film.
One of them,
We're just 30 seconds from stopping the film.
Not
There's another one right there,
at all.
too. You got it on the camera? You see it? Yeah, just keep
But
trying to film
when
it.
I
Dude,
was
we are
looking
literally
at the light,
chasing a UFO right now.
If that was the wings, then the wings were
It's
very,
coming back
very
this way.
small.
Just
It
keep
would
waiting for it. They might cross the road
center.
here. So keep it straight forward.
So
Right, this is the body.
yeah, right, exactly.
See, okay,
So that's
it's to your
telling
right.
me
To your right.
those red lights are not where they're supposed to be on the airplane.
Dude, it banked right
That's
hard.
not there.
It's not there anymore.
We
I
have
gotta speed up.
It's
towards both of us.
Maybe, but then again, it would. If this person that I'm looking at right now, they're driving and trying to
This is
follow.
crazy, man.
You know, if you stick your head out the window.
Right
you can
after we
hear
shut the
them.
camera off too.
I know, that's
Silent.
it was right
Silent,
there.
but it's not
Look, there it is.
a-
There it is. You see it on the
A lot
bottom?
of you guys know that.
Sweet. Get rid of the
Ever. This sucker goes
on the
out.
top.
It could
But
be 3 blocks
you
away,
shouldn't
4
have to
blocks
zoom in
away,
much.
5 blocks away.
Well,
It's still here.
But it's top, you move it left and right.
So I don't think.
It's going back to where it came.
Looks like they're really growing.
Yeah.
You're right.
Say
These guys
us on a
They're
chase.
crashing all the way. They have me cracking up. They're just like, you're holding it first.
Sorry, we don't have the volume on this.
There's something ahead too. There's another one.
But if you
That's a
really
different
want to get them what
one.
they're
Film that,
saying,
film
it's on
that.
the art bells up.
You see, you got it on there?
Yeah.
We got 2 UFOs right now, people. One to our front, one to our left.
It's raw.
So, I mean, let's think about this, you guys.
Stay on that one.
If these guys knew it was a helicopter, they wouldn't be going to the time
for traffic.
I would not want it.
Where's it going? Where's it going?
It's
It's coming back towards us. It's coming back towards us. It's right there. He's about to come
They
here
don't
right
like, they stay in one area, you know what I mean?
Right.
They don't like
They'll
go
circle or yeah. But
They
no,
don't like to chase them.
the lights configurations on the close-up at the beginning of this video, I did not see an airplane or a helicopter.
About to stop.
They look like they're catching. It looks like
Thanks for spotting that.
Zoomed in
It
on
looks
it.
like they're
Now to
catching
zoom
up
in.
to it.
Dude,
Yeah, are they?
let me see real quick. Okay.
I know they're running stop
He's running stop signs big time.
Yeah.
Ooh. Holy
that's
mackerel,
a really
look
good
at
picture.
that, you guys. You guys see that?
Wow.
I see the body like right there. Holy Toledo.
And
That
one guy's passing it to the other guy, and he's going to focus in on it better.
is he? Okay, hold on. Let's see if we can.
Yeah, right there.
Oh, look at that.
Shit.
Now
You guys see that?
Jeffrey's getting raw.
You guys see that?
Isn't that crazy?
That's that's a triangle. Okay, what I see is one corner right there. Here's the other corner right here. Here's the back corner right here. and I don't know what's going on, but you guys, that is not a freaking airplane. Look at
Holy fuck, man.
You can see the flat top
Holy
view,
fuck.
too,
that is
totally
some
anchored.
badass video.
You know, and the red light is someone's.
Okay. Here, film again. Holy fuck!
That is some badass video.
Okay,
Wait,
here. Hand it back.
sorry.
That's not good. It's a cool video.
This is awesome.
Oh, dude, look at that shit. Zoom in if you can.
The FAA
Not
is
to stop you,
talking
just
that
relax.
aliens are somehow following
Zoom
the
in
regulations.
on it. Know how to zoom in? Dude, let me see real
No.
quick.
But let me tell you why. And I'm not saying this is, when we say UFO, it's a unidentified flying object because this is in the sky and we're trying to identify it and we can't. So we're not saying these guys are alien grays from the planet Uranus, all right? All I'm saying is that the light configuration is wrong for an airplane or a helicopter.
Right.
Simple as that. And if it's not making any sound, then what the heck? Okay, so I'm zooming in on it right now. That is. I'm sorry, but this is a good video there, Mrs. Heidi.
Holy fuck.
I was really
Man.
impressed.
Wow.
Holy
Very
fuck.
cool.
Funky.
Okay. Here, film
Yeah,
again.
so
Film
now,
again.
Is it ours?
Holy
All right,
fuck!
good question. I don't know, but
Yeah,
that's
hand it back.
now see that's the reason why these guys are chasing it because they see what we just saw.
Was it filming that whole
They saw
damn
the
time?
they said, Holy mackerel! What is that?
Plus, everybody else driving.
He's going back.
Red strobe.
Okay.
Ignore it.
Going on.
Ignore it. And that's the reason why. And again, I'm telling you, I'm not saying
Pulling over on the fucking road.
if this is ours, then our military is going to put lights on there just to throw them off. That's the whole purpose of putting lights on there. And it says here the craft was lost over the trees in 30 minutes of searching.
When we first saw it, it was nothing but a big ball of fire, wasn't it? When we saw it here.
Awesome. For all those who want to keep watching it, it says the Texas-Belgium Triangle UFO, raw chase footage, Longview, Texas. When did this happen, Holly?
This one happened on June 26th, so this just happened. You know what I love about the red strobing light?
Just
Just saying,
saying.
huh? That is
saying.
interesting that you
Very
would
cool.
say that.
No.
Really awesome stuff.
Awesome stuff. So.
But I've also got for picture number 3, and there's also a video attached to this. The video just kind of has a collage of these different photos.
So this is the video we just saw, right? Number 3.
No, this is another one. This is over in Mexico.
Oh, okay, number 4.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, okay, you saw 1, 2, 3.
So-
We're going to picture number 4.
Got it. Okay, it's up. Go for it.
Yeah. So it's this is supposed to have taken place on May 4th of this year in Tehucan, Mexico. Hope I'm saying that right. This was interesting because the people did not see anything when they took these photographs. So this is what it says. On a trip to Tehucan, Mexico, this person took photos of the Pyramid of the Sun. Later, when he was reviewing his photos, he saw 2 objects above the pyramid, and he didn't see or hear them at the time. The friend of this person took an almost identical photo approximately 10 seconds afterwards in her photograph. So when you look at the first photo there, and then you could go to the close-up shot of that one, which is photo number 5. And so the second set of photos are the friend's perspective of the same Pyramid of the Sun, which is just, 10 seconds afterwards. It's just pretty amazing. To me, it looks like 2 different types of craft. Well, they're saying that these are 2 different objects that were photographed above the pyramid. So one is diamond-shaped, and the other is more of a disc-shaped. So it's pretty fascinating stuff. Let's see here. What did they say? Oh, no. So, yeah, I don't know which photo you're on.
We're on number 6 now.
You're number 6. Okay.
The diamond looked on top of the Mayan
and
the
then
Mayan
the
period.
next one is a close-up shot of that diamond.
Okay. Wow.
Boom. It's like right in your face. Like,
Yeah,
holy
it is.
crap. And for no one to have witnessed this directly until they reviewed their photographs later, and that they're time-stamped as within 10 seconds of each other is just absolutely fascinating. But you know, when I was looking at these two different pyramids that they took these photos over, they don't look identical to me. So I'm like, 10 seconds apart, you know, and they're saying it's the Pyramid of the Sun. I mean, is one side of the Pyramid of the Sun, you know, different looking? I don't know. Or was this like an extension of the pyramid, you know?
So it's supposed to be the same pyramid in both photographs?
This is what it sounds like from their description. They said they saw the two objects above the Pyramid of the Sun, and the friend took a photo 10 seconds after they did, and didn't see this in their photo until later.
Huh.
So they're not saying it was over a different pyramid from what I'm seeing here.
Okay, that's weird.
But yeah, so I mean, just absolutely fascinating footage. I'm like, you know, these types of photographs are something that a lot of attention, I think, should be brought to, because it's like, wow,
Right.
you know?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
This pulls your imagination to what the heck were those crafts doing above those so-called sacred areas, you know?
Right.
Ancient sacred areas. So
Right.
just really cool.
Very
really
cool. Very cool.
And again, you know, it makes me think of, you know, the diamond-shaped UFO that I'd witnessed along with several other people who saw something different than what I did. You know, they saw the diamond shape, but they saw different colors.
Right.
You know, I would say it was 50-50.
Right.
You know, it was split down the middle. And I would say there were probably like 20 people, you know, and to see this diamond-shaped UFO, it was beautiful. It was iridescent. It didn't look almost like a solid type of craft. It looked, I mean, it was reflective, you know, just a glowing purple. It was just beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
Very
but
cool.
now these next photos, I had to put these up for fun because I think reality is stranger than fiction, and humans are pretty freaky themselves. So if you go to the next picture, I wanted to share a paranormal invention that I bet most people would never, ever suspect was ever brought about in our time. Maybe they think Michael Jackson may have discovered this, but
well,
this is a baby cage.
Right.
I mean, really? So this is what the caption says for people who can't read it. The child isn't being punished. She's in a portable baby cage invented in 1923 so that city babies could get fresh air and sun while their mothers did housework. Future First Lady Eleanor Roosevelt bought one for her daughter, Anna, and a neighbor threatened to call a child protection agency, which shocked Mrs. Roosevelt. I thought I was being a very modern mother, she said.
That's pretty scary. You know, there's a lot of babies who have died because they've wandered out an open window at a high-rise. As a matter of fact, what's that famous? What's his name? The singer.
Clapton?
Eric Clapton. That's how his son died. Out of a 20-30-story hotel room window, he fell out.
Well, I seen a study one time, and I think it was when I was a kid. I think Art Linkletter or somebody did it, and they put a glass between two tables, and they put puppy dogs and cats on it, and they would not crawl or go past the edge of the table, even though they could because of the glass, right?
Right.
Babies, humans, they just went right out there. I mean, they crawled right across from one side to the other side, and they played on the glass, but no animal would do it.
Really?
So, I mean, we have no concept of fear.
or our brain.
Or common sense.
Common sense, our brain is just not developed yet to distinguish.
Only then when you become adult, now, like where Heidi lives in Chi-Town, they have that one building with the glass thing that pops out from the building, like 117 stories or something like that up.
Old Sears Tower, Willis Tower, it's called now.
Yeah, and you can't even hardly get anybody to step out on that.
Even though you know nothing's going to happen to
Right,
you,
yeah.
but still, I wouldn't because I'm afraid of heights. So it's just by
I would probably swim.
I
You know
would
what I mean? Like get on my belly and kind
just
of
by
crawl.
looking down that thing, I'd
backwards.
probably pass out. So
It's a big tourist attraction, believe it or not. And, you know, it was hilarious. Last summer, there was like a group of brothers that were standing on it, and the glass shattered.
What? So
can you
nothing's going to
imagine
happen to you.
They did not fall through. They said there was a second pan of glass that caught them and that they weren't at risk of falling. I'm like, yeah, sure.
Oh, my God. I bet they'll never go out there again, though.
mm.
They probably had to have surgery, you know, to get their
I'm surprised
heart
they didn't
out of
leave
their
the puddle
throat.
behind, you know?
Man, oh man, that scares me just thinking of it. And
Tell me about it.
I'm not afraid of heights. That used to be my job. I used to get paid 50 cents an hour for every 50 feet that I went up. So I would try to go as high as I could and get more money.
Wow.
And it was like one hand for me, one hand for the boss.
Not me.
That's how I was. Oh, I love that picture.
Okay, we have another bathing suit length. Okay, what's this?
I love it. That's what's
This
wrong
is
with
in
our
honor
country
of the
now.
Summer, you know, paranormal rules. This I think is the paranormal rule. That to think in the 1920s, this is the caption, beach patrols would go around and measure the length of women's swimsuits to ensure that they weren't too revealing. I doubt that anybody would pass today. I mean, that's my guess.
Yeah. You want me to grab you a
Even the
picture?
men wouldn't pass.
Yeah, now everybody wears dental floss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah,
Basically, right. I'm gonna say so. That's funny. Oh, I bet you the guys doing the measuring probably there was a lot of guys wanting that job.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yep. All the
How
perverts.
embarrassing, though, is they send you away like a harlot. Like, oh, get off the beach. That's just too cheap. You're showing too much leg. I
That's
mean,
funny.
wow.
Well, even the guys had to wear like a full, like a one piece or whatever it was, or like a shirt and shorts. They couldn't even
Bare
go
chest or anything.
topless. Yeah.
Well, it's hilarious to me. I have great Muslim friends, and, so many people make fun of, their faith and how they cover up. They cover up the woman so as not to tempt men. Well, hello. What does this picture say? It wasn't that long ago that, rules were imposed on women to not tempt men too,
Right.
It's not so different or odd or rare. So, I don't know.
Only in America. Is it?
Only in America.
Only in America.
I don't like
And
that
a
rule.
strange man going around and measuring everybody.
Right.
That's
Right.
disturbing. But
Right on.
so that's it for the photos. But I do have a big doozy of an email.
Go for it.
Whew. All right. So here we go. Okay, it says, Dear Heidi, my name is Tipton. I was listening to you on another radio show, and you asked for a story that has concerns about what we as people are going through these current days. Uh-oh, did I?
Uh-oh. Only in America.
Only in America. I've only told this to my family at home and haven't shared this with anyone. I haven't known. Not that it bothers me to. It's just I haven't found anyone who could get it, even others that came on that radio show that were sharing their stories. Nevertheless, if you're interested, I will tell you. But first, let me say the very thing that everybody I meet says to me. They say, man, you are like no one I've ever met. Yes, it trips me out sometimes, and my family still doesn't know what to think about me. For that, I will leave a little background about me at the end of the story to give you a glean about the person telling it. It was really freaky and strange, and I will first tell you the story from the perspective I saw it when it occurred, then tell it through the perspective I discovered. Okay, so this is the story. I was driving my usual run, owner-operator truck driver. It was at the end of my workday. I pulled over, stopped, and completed my paperwork and end-day duties. I closed the curtains around the front of my cab and went to the bunk to lay down. I was so tired that day that I could hardly think. Just wanted to lay down and go to sleep. I laid down to sleep. Then I heard these two people talking outside of my truck. I said to myself, not now, I need to get some rest. I got up, looked over the driver's side window. It was dark, no lights. Leaves were all over the ground, but no people. The voices had stopped when I rose up from the bunk. So I laid back down in my bunk. Then again, with the voices talking. But now on the other side of my truck, but this time I was getting frustrated. And I jumped up out of my bunk, looked out the other window. Still dark outside, no lights, lots of leaves all over the ground, no people. The voices again had stopped. I then again laid back down, and the voices began again. And a person stood up on the side of my truck, like standing up on one of the steps on the sides. This time I got angry. Excuse me, guys. This time I got angry, thinking some inconsiderate person was messing around my truck, talking up a storm, bothering me. I got up, pulled the curtains back, and about to throw some words at them, and then again, no people. The voices stopped, dark outside, leaves all around, very quiet. I was confused. I looked all around. My truck was okay. I had no trailer, and everything was quiet. So I laid back down, then the voices began yet again. But this time I tried to hear what they were saying. Ooh. And I noticed, of all the languages I had ever heard, I had never heard of this one before. It was very strange. I was not afraid, but instead was upset that these people would not leave from my truck. Then all of a sudden, one of them jumped on the back of my truck, right near my cab, and then two spindly hands reached through the side of my cab and tried to grab my feet. And were trying to drag me out. I was angry now. I raised up to grab the hands. The two beings, jumped back from my truck and ran away to the woods nearby. I could hear them running through the leaves, but could not see them as it was too dark outside. Being confused, I sat down on my bunk, and I was thinking about it, and noticed out of the corner of my eye a small glimmer of light shining through the curtain. I got up, pulled the curtain back, and it was daytime, in the afternoon already. I was parked at a truck stop, trucks all around me, and I had a trailer attached to my truck. I then got the most eerie feeling I had ever had, and then just knew what had happened to me. End of the story.
Missing time.
Yeah, it says, you see, I never remembered going to sleep. If you knew me, you would know that just does not happen to me. I can recall going to sleep, all my dreams, waking up. I can even make myself wake up at any given time within 5 minutes of the clock. I did not feel rested, and over 5 hours had passed on the clock. Excuse me, guys. Give me a second.
Take a shot of something. Tequila. That'll do it.
That's Jeff's favorite, by the way.
That'll do it. Trust me.
Okay. So,
tequila and honey.
I did not feel rested. Over 5 hours had passed on the clock. I was in a public place, not the woods where I had thought. It was truly a first-time experience with this one. It has never happened since to this day, and it never happened before. To understand the better perspective, I'm somebody who has precognition with strong ESP ever since I was a small child. I've encountered strange beings in my past, all of which seem to be afraid to approach me. More to drink.
I know the guy that got him. He's sitting behind me, or standing behind me, with this weird look on his face.
Yeah, that's so funny.
Yeah, don't die on us, Heidi.
I'm trying not to.
Okay.
Oh my God, I've been so hacking for the past couple of nights,
Have you?
barely sleeping.
Okay.
But nevertheless, this happened right after I learned through meditation and to manipulate clouds and substance. I had an epiphany that if one had the faith of a mustard seed, some dark entity did not like that I discovered this, and I felt this. You see, when it was shown to me, the way of things, my personage began to rise, if you will. No, not float in the air, but see things very few ever do. It has been this way since I was a child. My family tells me to keep my mouth shut because they freak out when those things happen, but always come asking when they need to, and it's okay with me. I suppose what I'm trying to say is, oh God.
All right, we're gonna let you go.
This experience was some kind of test and confirmation. To make no mistake, we are not alone. Never have been, and the division is about to take place, and it sealed my side of my choice. Thank you for letting me bore you. Hope you have a great day. Thanks, Tipton.
Hey, Heidi.
Wait. Timpton. That's not. Tipton from here.
Oh, it might be. I don't know.
So we know Tipton.
Hey, on my wall, on my timeline, somebody posted. If you scroll down a few things, there you'll see some like tubular cigar-shaped UFOs, and it's a BBC documentary about aliens going all the way back to the 50s, and it's really good. I mean, it's really good.
Oh.
And I mean, they have film of them, they have pictures of them, and they even have recordings of them talking and telling them things, and it's really interesting.
Wow.
So you might check it out. Because
Definitely.
I think something's about to happen too. Like the veil is getting thin. You know, in fact, somebody was even asking in chat before you got on there, like, is the Hat Man and the Slender Man related, like in any way, in your opinion?
I believe that
They're cousins.
they are probably one and the same thing. I think that probably the people that that first came up with the thought of Slender Man, you know, this fictional character, that they may have experienced the Hat Man actually, because it's just too similar. His actions, how he likes to go after kids. I mean, the Hat Man is the Slender Man in real life, I guess you could say.
Yeah, I think so too. But I thought I would ask, you know, because it was in the chat earlier, and I don't know if somebody would ask again while you're in there. But
oh, I get asked that quite a bit actually. Since the whole now, the interesting part is, you know, the Slender Man slayings over there in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
I mean, the little girls who attacked the other little girl. You heard about that?
yeah, I heard about that.
That happened.
Where the Slender Man told her to do it, right?
Because the Slender Man told her to do it in her dreams, and that happened. What was it? 2 weeks after I published my book on the Hat Man, within about a 15-minute drive of my family, where I grew up, essentially. So right in near Milwaukee, Wisconsin. So I'm like, was that I don't think that was a coincidence. You know, right in my hometown, within, you know, where I grew up, and, you know, here it has to do with, I mean, right after I published the book on the Hat Man, I just was like, wow. Because, I mean, I had not experienced the Hat Man personally until I was just about to publish that book. Isn't that something?
Wow.
So I'm a little peeved.
Yeah.
Just a little ticked. He hates my guts.
Yeah, I guess
Our
so.
feelings are mutual. That's all good.
All right, Heidi, we're gonna let you go. We got Emerald.
Thank you, guys.
Get well.
Oops.
All right, you take care now.
All
Get
right.
well, okay?
Okay. Thanks,
Okay.
Heidi. See you next week.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
Turn my mic off again.
She's dying. It's just picking the fan up. So,
Okay.
all right. We're going to. Emerald is getting up and getting ready to leave, so we're gonna say goodbye to Emerald. I guess
guys.
we'll see you on the next time, wherever that may be.
After
Bye,
December, probably back in January.
I'll see you on the internet,
Yes.
interwebs, or whatever you want to call it.
So right on. So, all right. Bye, Emerald.
Bye.
Everybody say bye.
Bye.
So I'm going to put up right now. I'm going to put up.
You want all this? You want this over there and this over there?
Yeah, go ahead and swing that laptop over there and then go from there. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put up a picture that's already on the, we talk about the Tule while Emerald is, I got it, we're already to screen. So I got, for all those, we this past Tuesday we went to the Tule Reservation. We were invited again. And I took, actually, let me put this up. When I go, I like to take food and place it out for, the Bigfoots, because that's the reason why we go. We like to give offerings. That's just the whole idea. You take it off the other side, Emerald. And so what I did is I put together a feast, and I'm showing to you right now on the screen. For those who are watching us on live stream, for those who are listening at Art Bell, all it is the board, and I have on top, I have carrots, some oranges, some apples, some plums, some corn and bananas, and there you go. Thank you. And so what I like to do is I like to leave before we go to bed, or just sleep. I like to leave some food out, and technically, when you're on a campsite, you're not supposed to do that. See, Emerald?
Bye, guys.
I am.
And you're not supposed to do that. Why? Because of bears. But of all the times that we have gone out camping, we have never had a situation where a bear has come onto the campsite, right?
Never.
Never. It's never happened, you guys.
Never happens.
And we've been doing this for a while. So it just so happens this last time we were up at Tule. We were sitting in the dark. We had the fire going. And Alan goes, I just saw something move. And right away I said, well, you're on that crack and meth. Then, you're seeing stuff.
Remember when we were pulling in?
Oh, yeah. I saw a bear jump out of one of the cabins. Yeah, but I thought it was gone because it ran off.
So did I, really.
Okay. So, there are several cabins up there, and as we were driving up, I saw a bear literally dive out of one of the windows of the cabin. I said, look, a bear. And it took off fast. So, we were offloading, and yes, we heard some screams. I'm not going to play those screams for you because it's pretty much the same screams as the last time we aired them. Same thing. So,
there's probably I think they counted 15 Bigfoot yells or hollers or whatever.
Go ahead. I still got the screen up. Yeah, pictures still up. So, Alan saw this bear, and it went right for this board of food that I had about 50 feet from the campsite of the cabin, under this big giant redwood tree. I had it out in the middle of nowhere. This bear, he went right for it. Like, man, this guy's nose was great. And, bears' noses are awesome. From what I understand, and I'm not a person that knows anything about animals, that bears can smell food a long distance, a long ways. And it was funny that this bear went straight for this what I am showing to you right now, this offering. And so we lit it up with flashlights and a big spotlight that Alan had, and sure enough, it was a bear. But this bear had mange. You can tell that it wasn't a very well taken care of bear. What I mean by that is it had a piece of its fur missing on the back end, and you can see it. I'm showing it to you right now. It had mange on it. It just didn't seem like it was I don't want to say normal bear, but it looked like it was sick to me and very hungry. Like, bears are always hungry, Yogi. So it started to eat all my offerings, and I was ticked off, right? Because that's not what this offering was for. It wasn't for him. It wasn't for Yogi. It was for the Bigfoot. And we know there's Bigfoots there, and I was very upset. So, I was trying to sneak up on it and throw stuff at it, and it was just looking at me, and it was just laughing at me. I mean, it got really close to where I was at, and it was not afraid at all. So, it basically eventually ate everything on that board. Everything was gone. Now, beforehand, as I went and placed game cameras everywhere and our sensors, I have motion sensors that I take with us that I can put wherever, and whenever something walks or crawls in front of these, motion sensors, it sends a signal to my base, which is in our cabin, and it sends a signal, and I have 4 lights with beeps on it, and depending on which motion it goes off, the light will represent that, that number. And, at the time, the motion started going off, and because, this freaking bear was eating all the offerings. Well, Christina, who is the one who is taking us up there, she's part of the res, and, her blue truck is parked near her cabin. And if you guys have listened to the episode about 3 weeks ago, where we were up at the Tule, and we recorded some great screams from the Bigfoot, at the next morning, a key was left on the bed of her truck that wasn't there the night before, and there was nobody else, or there was other people up there, but you have to really step back and use common sense and try to debunk whoever placed this key there. And we know that other family that was way far away in the other side was, they had no reason to place this key there because there's just no reason to. It was a master lock key. So we think the Bigfoot did it, and trying to make itself known to her. And anyways, if you go back and watch that other episode, you'll understand the whole key thing. But so what we did is she placed a quarter on the bed of the truck, and I placed. I'll go ahead and show that right now. I placed. Oh, come on. Really?
Well, you know that bear kind of got wise. We were trying to chase him off, and he started figuring it out that we were chasing him off.
Yeah, big ugly
so
bear.
he would do like run-bys, right? He would run around this big giant sequoia that the food was sitting next to, and he would run by and grab a banana or a piece of corn, and then without even stopping, man, he would just grab that corn and run right around the other side of the tree.
Okay, so right here, I'm showing you right now on the screen is what I did is I placed a motion game camera. I strapped it around a piece of firewood, and I put it at the back of the bed of the truck facing towards the back end, so you can see right here where I'm circling used to be a bunch of fruit. This is in the morning. The time is, well, it can't be 4 o'clock in the morning. Was it 4 o'clock in the morning? After the bear left, did we go out there and go back to sleep afterwards?
I
think I might have been an hour off. I think it was 5:30 or.
It was around 5:30.
5:30 or 6 o'clock. So somehow I got the time wrong on this one. But yeah, it took the food. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to show you that obviously the motion camera took several photographs of the bear coming into the site here and start taking the food. So I'm going to show you like one of the first ones, and it's this one here. There it is, right there. There's the bear, and obviously he's getting. I think I placed a couple of bananas, some carrots, and some apples right here at the bed. So right there, he's starting to grab them and he's starting to eat them. He's looking around. Anybody seeing me, watching me do this? And this is like early in the morning or whatever. God, the time is so wrong on this. Why is that 11:30, dude?
Nah, that's way wrong. Because I think it was more like.
Did we not see him? You know what? Did we not see him climb up there then at that late at night? I bet you he did. 'Cause look, that time there, I think he did, and that's why
he was probably in and out of that truck like for a couple of hours.
And we didn't even know.
Probably because we were snoozing, man.
Holy mackerel! So okay, so it's chopping up and it's grabbing food. It's looking around. It's going. I'm eating the food, and what did it do? That's me right there. After the bear took everything, the bear jumps on the back of the truck, you guys. Okay, there he is. He jumps on the bed of the truck, and now he's on top because obviously right now at this point the food is all gone. So the bear is sniffing all over. He jumped on the bed of the truck, so he's on the bed. So he's sniffing around. What he does is he actually comes up, and like I said, there's a lot more pictures. I'm not going to show you every single picture, but he pressed the snout against the back window. Now, both of our trucks, Christina and my trucks, are at this point in time totally dirty, dusty, dirt all over the place because it's the road going up to this location is not paved. It's very, I don't want to say it's not well kept. It's just that it's very dusty and dirty. So there is dust and dirt all over her truck, which when the bear sniffs and places the snout on the window, it leaves, marks and stuff. So let me just show you a couple of more pictures of the bear. Here's the bear on the truck, on the bed of the truck. All right, very cool stuff here. And then he turns around and he smiles to everybody at this point in time with his tail and his butt. That's the back end of the bear. Okay. I think I have like one more with this one here. That's the same one. So what I'm going to show you now is I'm going to show you the back window. Okay, so before this window was all like this part. Obviously, it was also raining at points of time. So that's what all these drops of water you can see hitting the dust. So just imagine this whole window like this part down here. Okay. But the bear was sniffing. It put its snout up here, and it's moving around, sniffing around, and he doesn't see or smell anything, and he gets off the truck. This is what a bear is. When a bear presses its face.
The bear didn't leave a key. That was the last trip.
No, that was the last trip.
Yeah. The Sasquatch left the key, and then she left a quarter on the bed, which didn't get taken.
Right,
and the bear didn't take it either.
Right. Okay, and again, you have to go back and listen to our other show to really talk about the key. But what I'm trying to get at here, though, is that bears, if there was anything on the bed of this truck, and if there was any ice chest on the bed of this truck, the bear would have gone into it and tore it up and retrieved anything in these ice chests that was food, because this bear was hungry. That's what bears do. They eat. Hence the cartoon Yogi Bear and the picnic basket. All right? So what I'm trying to get at is for all those who remember the incident that occurred at 2011 with our windows of the truck and the bear impressions, everybody was saying it was a bear. Well, no, it wasn't, you fools who keep saying it was a bear.
The bear ate every last single thing that was left out there and that was left in the back of the truck.
Yes, everything was gone. It ate every single thing.
Yep.
All right?
Left a piece of carrot. That's it.
Yeah, why? I guess it doesn't like carrots. But and it left the banana peel.
It left the banana peel,
It ate inside. It took the banana itself and left the banana peel, guys. Really.
That kind of tripped me out.
You would have thought you would have thought it would eat everything.
Yeah, I've seen them eat like bags.
Right. No, it left the banana peel, which is really weird. So
must not taste good.
I guess not. It must be Monsanto, not organic. All right. So what I'm trying to get at here, guys, is that for all those who know the story about us and the windows and the Bigfoot and the truck, if you guys don't know, well, then you're going to have to go back and Google it and do your own research, because I'm not going to get to it again. But I want to show you another picture of the truck, of my truck, that happened in 2011. And I know many of you have seen it, but I'm going to show it to you. Oh, not that one. Again. And here it is. All right. People are saying this was a bear. Okay. Let's look at this part right here. Let me go ahead and go to that picture that resembles, or that just talks about that one, which is probably this one. All right.
That's it. That's the one.
Okay.
You ever seen a bear with lips that big?
Yeah. Okay. This is what. Okay. You saw what a bear did to Christina's back window. Okay. An animal pressed his face against this window. Do you see this right here? These are lips. Right here. Lips. So imagine a woman, lady, girl, putting a lipstick on a window and kissing the window. These are the ends of the lips right here. Now, this here in the middle, at first I thought it was the tongue, but it's not. It is the upper part of the lip, between the nose and the upper part of the lip. That's what this is. This here and this here is the nostrils. This running down is mucus. All right. People were saying a bear left this. All right, let's go back to Bear Impressions 101. This is a bear. Let me show you another one. This is a bear. This is not a bear.
How far can you scroll in on those, on the lips? Like where they could see the lines, maybe?
Right there.
Is that as far as it goes?
Okay. Now, he's mentioning the lines on the lips. You guys all know, if you know the story, when we came down from the mountain, I made a phone call to our friend Mickey Burrow, who is the forensic expert now, 18 years with the, Fresno PD. All right? He is a guy who drives around the white van when there's a murder, when there's a stabbing, when they need somebody, Mr. What is it? Not ASI, the NCA, whatever, the police, the whatever it is, that he comes out, takes photographs, takes fingerprints, marks the bullet casings on the floor, takes samples for DNA, blood stains, all that. This is what he does. So I call Mickey. Mickey comes out. He's laughing at me on the phone first because I told him what I had, and he starts laughing at me because at that point he doesn't believe in Bigfoot. So he comes up to the site where I have my truck, and he sees this on the windows, and he looks at me, and he looks at the impression. He looks at me, he looks at the impression, and he's looking at me again, and he says, "Are you serious?" And I said, "Yes, Mickey." So he takes photographs, he takes measurements, and then he takes DNA. Then he goes home that night, and he's bewildered. He's just dumbfounded. He knows us. We're not going to pull a fast one on him. And he's probably thinking the same thing. Are these guys pulling a fast one on me?
I think he really did think we were.
I think so.
Right. Like, what do you call it? Making up the evidence.
Right. There you go. Making up the evidence. But
so that we had some kind of spectacular story.
Right. But Mickey goes, "I know Alex and I know Jeff. I know them really well. They wouldn't do something like this. Plus, if they were going to do something like this, they wouldn't really get into the detail part of leaving the lines on the lips, which he automatically saw when he was trying to debunk this. And he's going, well, wait a minute. They would not know how to leave the lines on the lips on this. He goes, there's no way. And so he took it upon himself to go and to find out what person or animal with, okay, let me give you the dimensions of these lips here, guys. 8 inches. All right? The dimensions of the nostrils, 6 inches. So, with your fingers, everybody put up your 2 fingers. And 8, let me go to camera. All
camera
right.
1, take camera 1.
All right.
There we go. Yeah.
8 inches is let me give you, is this, no, this is about 6 inches. That's about 6 inches, huh?
It's more like your alien cup.
No,
About.
that 8 inches?
Yeah, about.
I wish I had a measuring.
Maybe a little bit
Okay,
more.
anyway, 8 inches is about like this. All right, so I'm going to bring it up.
Your paper right there is 8.5 inches wide.
Oh, there you go. 8.5
That's
inches.
8.5.
So if I bent this a half inch, good thinking, Mr. Allen. So this is 8 inches.
That's how big the lips were.
That's how big the lips were on the truck, guys, compared to my face. It's as big as my face. All right, and the nostrils were 6 inches. So the nostrils were my glasses. Picture the nostrils are my glasses. All right. So the head on this thing is probably like that. To give you a rough, dude. That seriously, swear to God, guys. Give me a Bible. I'll swear on it right now. That's what the 8 inches are. And so he took it upon himself as a forensic expert to see what the heck do we have up in the mountains that would make the lips, the impression that were on my window, that, whatever left the impressions of that lips on my window, he wanted to figure it out. So he got, lips and nostrils of a mountain lion and a bear and a gorilla. And he matched it 100% to a gorilla. The mountain lion and the bear failed big time on comparison. Came back 100% to a gorilla. Then he came up to me and said, Jeff, we don't have any gorillas up in the mountains, do we? And I said, the last time I checked, I don't know when one escaped from the zoo and is now living in the Sierra Mountains of California, just east of Fresno. So I'm going to pretty much say, no, I don't think we have any gorillas up there. So he said, and he was pretty much blown away. At that point in time, his reality changed. Mr. Mickey Burrow, man of science. And that's what he is, a man of science.
He puts people in jail with evidence.
Yes. He's on the court. He puts up his right hand, the other hand on the Bible, states, you want to tell the whole truth, not the whole truth. He puts people away forever. And he said, Jeff, you guys have just changed my reality. Somebody who did not believe in a creature as of this. Because a man of science requires a body for real evidence. Blood, and have it checked with the DNA and all that. That's real evidence. But what he saw on my window, it didn't have to be a body. Okay? Because what he saw with his own eyes and took measurements, it basically told him that the face of a gorilla made that, and whatever it was up in the mountains. And he knows that the only thing that can come close to having the face of a gorilla is what we have been calling, or what researchers have been calling, what Patterson Gimlin have been calling Bigfoot for so many years. And like I said, his reality changed. All right. So the man now is on our Facebook wall, and he is now pulling back and saying, whatever we present to him, he's stepping back and he's saying, okay, I really have to take a look at this now, and make sense of this, because what was presented to him blew him away, and he didn't require a body. He probably could have taken this and used it as evidence on a court of law, because it's all there. You know, if for all those people out there who still think we're faking it, if you are more than welcome to pay for a lie detector test, but there's going to be a contract, and it says if we fail, then then everybody will know we are liars. But if we pass, you will sign over your house, you will sign over your car, and all your belongings. No, I'm serious. No, don't. I'm not messing around here.
Oh, okay.
Okay, no, this is serious. We will take your house, we will take your cars, and we will take anything that you have as far as that it's worth anything, and all that will be on the contract. So if you want us to take a lie detector test, then you will pay for it. But if we win and we pass with flying colors, so be it. You will be poor. All right?
That's true.
Because I will take I will own whatever you own.
Because
it will be mine.
If and I shouldn't even say that, like, it wasn't a bear because there was 4 ice chests full of food in the back of the truck.
That wasn't touched.
And I never met a bear that didn't know what an ice chest was, or could not smell the food off of the people's hands on the ice chest from 100 yards. Right.
Like this bear did at the Tule. He went straight for that freaking board that was 60, 70, 80 feet away from everybody, and he beelined for it.
But he smelled it
a long way.
Farther than that, because, I mean, he didn't see us put the food there. He smelled those bananas and stuff from way back. And then we even, like, Jeff was throwing stuff at him and took a bite out of an orange, tossed it over there.
Like a grenade. You know, a grenade, I went like this. I mean, the full orange wasn't peeled. And I went, like this. I went, and I went like this. I chucked it, right? And it was sniffing around that board. It had nothing left of what it devoured over it.
It was actually chewing on it.
Right. And then I threw that orange. The orange was about this big. And I threw it like a grenade and heard it go boom. And the bear went boom. And he goes like this.
Right, yeah. Instantly started sniffing the air.
And it's dark out there, and he starts moving, starts sniffing. And went boom, right for the orange that was about 45 feet from him, in high grass and weeds. And he grabbed it, and it ran
away
up the mountain and ate it.
He was booking every time, after he realized we didn't want him around the food. Once he found a piece of food, he was like grab and run, right?
Right.
And then sneak back and then grab and run again.
Yeah.
He's pretty funny.
Okay, so basically, like I said, if you want to come out and put up the money to get us the lie detector test, fine. And you guys are probably going, well, that's not fair. I'm putting up all my house, my cars. Well, if we're lying, we're basically jeopardizing our credibility for this show. All right?
Really? Everything? I mean,
everything that we have done on this show,
we never try to lie.
Yeah, we're basically putting everything on the line for that. Because I know we didn't lie. That was left there by a Bigfoot. That's why we have no. You can put us in front. Give us a lie detector test. I can give out a rat's ass, but I want something in return. When we passed it with flying colors.
See, now Christina just brought up a point in chat.
What's that?
There was 3 times, okay, and one time was really dramatic. Okay, now this bear was not afraid of us.
Right.
Okay? I mean, Jeffrey was 20 feet from it, and I mean,
this bear was this big.
Yeah.
It might have looked like a cub on some of these pictures, but it wasn't, guys.
It was a pretty big bear.
It was a good bear.
And it was not afraid of us. We had lights all over it. I mean, we were flashing strobes at it and everything. It did not run. It would just look at us and keep doing so. 3 times, this bear took off. It like sniffed something and took off running, right?
Right.
And then one time, the last time that it did not come back. I mean, we were waiting for it to come back, and it was kind of like creepy outside. Everything got quiet, but this bear sniffed, and then like it is right there in that picture, and it took off through the woods. Jeff thought it climbed a tree because it was making so much racket. I mean, that sucker went through the woods, busting through the woods.
Something scared it.
Yeah. Okay, and then, we're sitting chatting about that, like, he wasn't afraid of us, and there's only, at the time, 2 apex predators in the woods right there, right? Us and him. What could scare a bear away?
And I was throwing rocks. I was literally, I was throwing rocks that were like 6 inches, and sometimes they were so heavy I was globbing them over like grenades, and it would look at me, and it would go, huh, and it would continue doing what it was doing.
Yeah,
it
but only
fair.
something made that thing run off. Like
times.
really run.
Like if you were shooting a machine gun at it, and it was gone. I've never seen a bear run that fast.
I have.
I haven't.
I have. In fact, at us, but only he ran off, and I was thinking, okay, he only runs from things he's scared of.
Right. He wasn't scared of me.
He wasn't scared of us for hours. And just all of a sudden,
pissed.
was he scared?
I was pissed, and I want to tell you why I was pissed. It's because we were up there for one reason.
Right.
And we're up there to see if we can see or take a photograph of a Bigfoot, because we know they're there.
Right.
And the bear was basically putting a barrier in between.
A barrier. It was a barrier.
Yeah, I didn't mean that, guys. But it was preventing us from getting any more evidence, and it was just ticking me off. And that's why I was throwing anything and anything I can find at it, and it wasn't moving. But then,
and he didn't come back. We waited out there for a long time, and there was like this weird bird that was chirping in the night, but only it quit. Everything got silent. No wind. It was still. And we're sitting there going, he's got to come back, because there was food on the back of that truck.
Right.
That he was walking towards. He already finished the orange and everything over there. Now he was heading for the back of the truck. And then he ran off, and he didn't come back. And it was like, okay, what did he run from? And I'm like what the guy in chat says. I think that Mr. Bigfoot was around, and he got one whiff of that, and he was gone.
Right.
But I guess Mr. Bigfoot didn't stick around, because the bear came back later on after we went to bed.
And it started setting off the sensors that I had everywhere, the motion sensors. Ding, ding.
Yeah, it did.
And then that's when we got up at about 5:30.
Yeah.
And I noticed the bear was on top of the bed of the truck.
In fact, if everybody, after the show, you can go to our YouTube channel, just Paranormal Central YouTube channel, and I put up a video of the bear. It has the bear in the back of the truck.
You have to look really closely too, because it was dark. So you have to, you'll see Alan is aiming the camera at the pickup, and you will have to stop.
It's really quick, really, because the bear was in the back of the truck, and then all of a sudden he jumped out right at the moment and then the camera doesn't get good pictures in the night, and we were only using a flashlight, so
I was trying to spot it, right?
So it was like really grainy and everything, but we did get it in the back of the truck.
Well, he got more videos of the bear, and he got me throwing things at the bear, right? And he posted that part on Facebook like the day of we came back, right? People were going, Jeff, are you out of your mind? Are you got a death wish going on here? People were going, you're stupid for doing that. And I'm going, yeah, I know, that's me. But I was pissed because, I spent all this money on all this produce, and here the bear is eating it, and we weren't there for the bear. So that's why. But anyways, Alan has about 11 minutes.
Yeah.
Worth of video.
It's actually more, but I edit it down to just pertinent.
Some cool stuff. Okay,
yeah.
So
in fact, I think I even put in the part where Jeffrey scared me at the cabin. Like he's like, whoa, like that.
and you see Ellen in the camera jump back like this.
Yeah,
Got him. And then a little trail of water on the ground is from him. So anyway, yeah. So that's on the YouTube channel, Paranormal Central. Go check it out right now if you want. If you can do it, if you can watch us and listen to us right now and watch the video, then go for it.
It's good. And I'll post it up on Facebook later.
And I'll grab it and put it on my wall as well. So All right. So okay. So that was our little Tuesday night camping. I don't want to say camping. Just at the Tule. So hopefully next time we go back, that bear won't be there. But if it is, oh man, I don't know what to do.
I have a feeling it won't be. Hopefully.
Okay. Well, we'll see.
Because that's a dangerous bear.
Yeah.
One that's not afraid of people, and then also has mange. Not safe. Because you never know when they're going to turn on you. And like I was telling Jeffrey, I learned when I lived in Yosemite, I learned from the rangers that if you're anyone, now you guys, this is for everybody everywhere. If you're within 100 yards of a bear and it decides it wants you, you can't outrun it. No matter how fast you can run, that bear can overtake you within 100 yards. So
and why didn't you tell me that when I was throwing crap at it?
Because it didn't seem like it was. It didn't seem like it was.
Because you wanted to win $1 million on Funniest Home Videos.
I felt like the vibe on the bear. I thought there was something wrong with it.
Yeah, it wasn't a normal bear.
But then whenever he took off in the woods, I thought he was like something was wrong with him. That's why he was moving so slow.
Right.
But then when he got scared and he ran off in the woods, I realized whoa.
He could move still.
Yeah, he could still move.
But the question is, why did he move so fast?
Bigfoot, I think. There's only one other predator in the woods that's big enough to scare him away, and that would be a Bigfoot.
Right. And we did hear screams at the very beginning when we got there, guys. And yeah, I got it on, the recorder. But it's the same screams that you heard a couple of weeks ago when we did our Tule last camp trip. For those who want to go see it, go.
Yeah, we played them on the show.
Yeah, it's the on the actual picture on that episode archived on live stream and on YouTube. On YouTube, mine has on live stream. It has go to YouTube better. Go to YouTube, and it's a couple weeks ago, and I'm pretty sure it's marked Tule Res Campsite or something like that. So all right, let's continue on.
Yeah, now a little bit about that recorder. This time we put it pretty far.
Right.
From, it was pretty far away.
I placed it on, I'm going to say, about 60 feet from where we were sitting.
And we were still overpowering it.
And it was still picking us up big time.
Yeah, so now we know we have to go 100 feet or, 100, maybe 50 yards
because the thing is really good at picking up little noises. I mean, I was chewing on potato chips, and it picked it up.
Yeah.
Or on an apple, and I threw down some wood, and it picked it up like it was just right there.
It sounded like you were right
and I was sneezing, and it sounded like it was right there. So, yeah, this thing is a really good recorder, and that's why we were able to get those screams, 3 weeks ago.
I agree, Christina. I think that the Bigfoot were watching us the whole time. I felt like that. In fact, when we got in our cabin, we opened up one of the windows. Jeff opened the window up. And it was a full moon, and there was this, the light was coming through, and I couldn't go to sleep because I kept watching that window, and I was waiting for, like a eclipse, right? Yeah, for something to block the light, and I knew I would freak out, but only I was waiting for it, and I had my camera ready. I was really ready, and nothing ever eclipsed it. But
stupid bear. I think it was the bear's fault. So, Christina, do something about that bear. All right. All right, so that's cool. All right, anything else on the Tule? I think we pretty much talked about our little trip at the Tule. All right, well, we got
an hour.
45 minutes.
No.
Yeah, we got 45 minutes.
Okay.
You guys want to take some calls?
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. I said we were going to do some calls.
Let's take some calls, you guys. You guys got the phone number? Go for it. Call me at 559-287-8367. 559-287-8367. The last four numbers represent the letters UFOS. I've had this now going on 12 years. It's an iPhone that I keep with me 24/7 in the shower. When I go to the bathroom, it is with me all the time. But if you call me on a situation, please don't call me at 2 o'clock in the morning when I'm asleep unless we're being invaded by Martians from Venus or Uranus, because if it's not that important and wait for the daytime, then call me on it. I will really appreciate it. And my wife would too, because the phone sits right on the coffee table next to me at bedtime. And if it goes off, well, then we both wake up. So now people tonight are going to call at 3 o'clock in the morning and hang up and call and hang up and call. So please don't do that, all right? So come on, you guys wanted to call in? Go ahead and call in right now. 287-8367. 287.
Yeah. If I wind up at the desk, that means Jeff got eaten by a bear.
9.
Yep.
Huh? What's that?
In the chat, they said if the show starts and I'm over there and no Jeff, yep, probably.
Given either that or I'm in a FEMA camp someplace.
Oh.
FEMA camp or bear food, one or the other.
Yeah.
Or my wife kicked my ass and I just can't come up here because my butt hurts so much.
Well, I might not be in this chair.
Oh, let's talk about that.
Like, I might be out of the chair for a little while.
Let's talk about that. Okay, for you trolls out there who don't think there's nothing wrong with Alan, he's been faking this all this time.
Oh, yeah.
He just wants money and he wants people to go, oh. Well, tomorrow you have an appointment.
Yep.
And go ahead and tell everybody why.
Tomorrow is a vascular surgeon appointment. And, I mean, it scares me. I'm scared of it. I have to tell you.
I know you are.
15 years ago, the doctors did an angiogram, and they used some kind of closure device, and they accidentally pushed it into the artery. Like, say that's my artery, like the size of my finger is how big the artery is about in your leg that feeds your whole leg. And they blocked the artery. And it was like 7 days later, I went back, my leg was as white as a piece of paper, and it was hurting.
So they left something in there.
Yeah.
Oops.
Yeah, oops. And so then they just rushed me in surgery, tell me I might not have a right leg when I come out of it. And thank God I did, but only they put me in like a 4-day coma type thing because they didn't want me to bend, because the actual where they do the angiogram is right in the bend of your leg, in the crease of your leg. So where they got to do the surgery is that now they found I was having problems like an abscess. It got abscess, and I was out a little while there.
There you were.
And they found out that the artery is actually closed off, and it's only letting like 15% of the blood down into my leg. So it's like 85%.
Now, didn't they find something else still in there?
Yeah, there's something else in there. They don't know what it is, but only there's something left in there.
So get this, guys. The doctors left something else in the artery.
No, it's right next to the artery.
Oh,
Like
but
right
still
next to
blocking the blood from entering your leg.
No, actually, the artery is squeezing off kind of like a venturi.
Okay.
Or like if you took a funnel and went like that and then squeezed it down and then opened the funnel back up.
Okay.
There's like a little narrow part, and it's only letting 15% of the blood go through it.
Okay.
So now that what they're going to do is they're going to go down in there and they're going to take a section of the artery out and put in I don't know what yet. Like they're going to graft. All I know is they're going to graft in a new piece of artery so that there's 100% blood flow again. And I think if I didn't have the memory of the first time what happened, and now have to go back and get in the same exact spot a surgery, and I know what I'm in for, kind of like, that part's scary to me. If I went in, any surgery's scary, but only last time I died twice, and I remember, and I came out of it, and I was in a wheelchair, in a power chair, and
for how many years?
Like 3, in and out, in and out of a wheelchair. Couldn't really, the leg had no strength, so I had to work on getting the strength. It still messes with me like it's dead, so like the knee, when I'm walking far, like when we're at the camp and walking a distance, I have to use a cane because my knee will give out and I'll twist and fall down. And sometimes it hurts, like I'll break things like toes and stuff like that. But I try not to use it. Like when we're doing the show right here, I'll walk in and out of the house, no cane. I used to have it, but not anymore. And I hope I don't have to have none of that. I hope actually that I come out of this one with 100% blood flow. They don't hurt the nerve. Last time they diced up the femoral nerve, and that's what killed things. And then part of the clot went down. So they left something then too. Part of the clot went down into your calf muscle. The artery splits on your calf muscle. One side feeds the inside of your ankle and foot. The other side feeds the outside of your ankle and foot. And this little piece of clot that they missed went down the artery into the outside side. And they said it would be they could get it out, but it would cost more damage getting it out than leaving it in, which is still going to cause damage. Like, you know, half of my foot died, and toes and ankle and stuff like that, because there was no blood flow. And that's what's happening now too. Like, I kept on wondering how come when I would hike around up there and walk up the hill, and it was just a little hill, you know, from the road up to the cabin, and my leg would be shaking off the hook. I mean, like vibrating, and I was like, man, I've never done that before. And when we were at Keith's, and I was trying to go up the hill where you guys were, and because I wanted to see what you guys saw, and I couldn't make it, and I wound up crawling around up there, and finally going sideways on the hill and having you guys pick me up, because I couldn't make it. But so tomorrow, I might be gone for a little while after tomorrow.
Yeah, so tomorrow they'll probably end up making the appointment or the surgery date.
Yeah, and then they said it was going to be quickly, because when you have really low blood flow like that, you're losing muscle and nerves and bone and stuff like that. I mean, it has to have, like when I walk around, I use up the oxygen faster than the blood can replace it. So I am actually, every time I go walking around, I'm killing my leg. And I really do. And you've been doing that over 10 years too. So you didn't know. You didn't know. Yeah, didn't have an idea.
Right. And so next Sunday you might not be here, depending if they say, okay, time to do it in this week.
Yeah, like if they say tomorrow go in, and that's how usually they were saying it might be, like before the end of the week. You know, they want to get it and get in there and get it done, and then, you know, but then I know it's going to be 2 weeks in the hospital.
Right.
And I don't know how long after the hospital, you know, because even though I'm out, I still have to stay flat, and I can't walk around and stuff, because if you bust that artery,
you're going to bleed out.
That's right, yeah. All the blood will bleed out. It's your main artery. It goes from your leg, goes into your stomach, and turns into one, and it goes up to your heart. So, I mean, you don't want to bleed out. And I heard of people, like, getting shot in the war and having it hit the artery right there, and they die in just a few minutes, because, you know, it's like the blood will be squirting 10 feet, you know. But, yeah.
Okay. Well, make sure you take your laptop so you can watch us in the hotel.
Oh, yeah, I will. Yeah.
Duh. So,
oh, yeah. And I told my wife, too, like, if I'm not able, like, they'll have me knocked out for, like, 4 or 5 days. She'll be posting on my timeline for everybody so they can keep up on what's going on with me. You know, like, did he have a leg when he came out of it this time? You know, we shall see. You want to take bets? No.
Okay. So on that note, guys, okay, so we're at, we're at, like I said, 32 minutes or something like that.
Ooh, a remote from the hospital. Nah.
He can call in from the hospital, though.
Oh, yeah, I could, yeah. I probably will. That sounds good. Probably in about 5 or 6 days.
We'll take pictures, and he'll take pictures and selfies, and him in the bed, and his wife taking him pictures, and you can send it and put them on the Facebook. And for those who aren't friends, I'll put them here on the.
I'll take some pictures. I don't know. I might lose weight, though.
It could be. Yeah.
Oh, actually. Yeah, for sure I will.
Yeah. Now, you stop smoking
today.
Today's the last day. Didn't they say you have to be, like, completely smoke-free for a certain amount of time, or?
Yeah, 30 days, but I found out it doesn't matter.
Does it?
Like, this was this other doctor, and he was saying, you know, 30 days, and all he was going to do is go get that little piece out.
Right.
That's all he was going to do, and he don't like people that smoke. But only that was before we knew the artery was
clogged,
pinched off.
Right.
And then my regular doctor sent me, he's like, let's just go do an CT angiogram and check it out, and maybe they can see what that little piece is, right? Well, you could see it, but you don't know what it is, just a little thing. But that's whenever they said, oh my God, look, you know, you're losing your leg again. You're like, whoa. And I put a picture, I think, on my timeline of it, but a lot of people don't know what they're looking at.
Right.
You know? But I do.
But all the people who are in the medical field who are friends of yours are going, oh,
Yeah, they were. Yeah, I got a bunch of
Holy
messages
shit.
like, "Holy crap, dude, go take care of it." You know? And oh man, that's a serious surgery. Deep vein artery or whatever they call it. Deep artery.
Right.
Scary.
Yeah, it is.
Scary even if you don't know what you're going through.
Okay. So I will keep you guys informed, and to let you know if he's going to be here next week.
Actually, the show would be kind of funny if I did a live remote with the morphine button. I probably wouldn't remember it, but you guys would forever.
That would be funny. That would.
I was just like checking on chat. They're like, yeah, give him some of that, and then have him do a show.
A remote from the hospital bed, like the nurses would allow that.
Oh, no, they won't.
No, they won't. Not especially for what you're going through when you have to stand still and you can't be sitting up or anything like
Nope,
that. So
got to lay flat. For
not even
almost a week or 2 weeks, really, flat on your back. Can't turn over.
How are you supposed to eat?
Intravenously.
Oh my gosh.
And you know everything else too, like the peeing.
Yeah,
and
the
stuff.
pee. Well, the pee is going to come out automatically. So.
They put you in one of those tubes.
Well, you'll be knocked out when they do that. So.
Sometimes.
Okay.
You know. Last time I wasn't. You know, I mean they had it.
Right.
Then woke me up and pulled it out, and then they were putting it back like a day later. Because they didn't want. I wanted to stand up and go to the bathroom instead of like try to use that little bottle or something like that.
Right.
It was like, just let me go to the bathroom, dude. But I really didn't understand then. As you're on that medicine,
right?
Can't think straight. But I was seeing things.
I'll walk in there with a hat, big old long hat in the shadow, blocking like the hat man, scare the crap out of you. No, I'm just kidding, guys. I'm not gonna do that. I gotta make them laugh somehow.
Yeah, well, I'll be all right, really. I'm going to come back with 100% blood flow,
but the damage is already done, though.
Right? Yeah.
Damage is already done. Hopefully, though, it won't be like I know your leg hurts. This guy just pops pills like you wouldn't believe, guys, and it's because of the pain pills he has to. Hopefully, maybe you won't have to take that much. We'll see.
Yeah, I don't think so.
No,
though.
you still have to. Can you? Wow.
Once the nerves
gone.
Do that, yeah, it pretty
Wow.
much is a lifetime. They said there's no cure. That's what they told me.
So right now, what they're trying to do, they're just trying to prevent you from losing the leg. Then.
Yeah, and more, losing more function and more nerves and more bone and more muscle. Actually, they told me, when I was in there, they couldn't believe my leg was this fat. Like this kind of muscles, because actually I have no nerves at all. The nerves don't work in it, and they're like, like it should be as big as a pole, like a broomstick, right? That's what my leg should look like. And they're like, what? We don't know what you're doing, but only your leg should look like a broomstick. Huh. It's like I'm like, I use it,
right?
And I get out of that chair you gave me, I don't even use that. Forget it. So I'm happy, and they're even happy that I'm going in with that much leg, that much meat, because I'm going to lose some still, laying there, and because you have no nerve function, you lose it faster. You know what I mean? So while you're not using it and it's just laying there, it's going to shrink up quite a bit because I won't be walking around on it. But I'll put it back. You can bet.
Apple pie.
Mm-hmm. Ice cream. Everything that bear loves.
Okay. If you guys want to call in, go for it. People were on chat saying, hey, can we call in? Well, we're waiting for you now. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and take phone calls. 287-8367. 287-8367.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to the caller.
Let me look.
I actually had to ban someone tonight.
Really?
Yeah.
Who was it?
I don't know. Somebody.
But what were they complaining about?
They asked a question like, where are we? And we told them the answer, and they didn't like it.
What do you mean?
They didn't like the answer. They're like, answer the question. Like, duh, we did. And then he didn't like that answer, and he started cussing, and pretty soon somebody said, well, that's not cool, rude, they started, chat stands up for us, you guys rock. But, he started getting really bad-mouthy, And then I was trying to ban him, but only he was going, and everybody was after him, and the chat was flying by, and I couldn't hit the ban button. You know, I kept on hitting everybody else but him. So I'd go to hit it, and his name moved.
So he didn't believe where we were at then.
Right. You know, but hey, when you're on the other side, backside of Mars, that's, you know, sorry. We have a time portal thing. We just like step in it, and then we're on Mars.
Right. Let me read you some.
And this is my general right here. You know.
Let me read you some headlines that made the news. Man shoots off fireworks from the top of his head and dies instantly. Yes, from Maine, a 22-year-old man was drinking and celebrating the 4th of July, tried to launch a firework off the top of his head, killing him instantly. So I'm thinking it was a skyrocket. I don't know how he had it strapped, but I'm thinking maybe it exploded. This is what I think. I think he had, you know, the skyrockets this big with the stick. He probably had it strapped on his head, and it instead of going shot off, it blew up right at his head.
Oh my!
And that's what probably happened. It was a mortar, basically.
Did it kill him?
Yeah, it killed him instantly. So it was a mortar, from what I understand, and I'm thinking the only way a mortar, you know, you have to either put it in a pipe in the ground or strap it on something or whatever. And I'm thinking that's what he probably did, and it probably got stuck, and it didn't shoot off, and it was whoosh, then boom.
Wow!
And his head popped off.
You know what? This 4th of July was like a weird one for me. Like, you know, I always taught my kids, like, what is 4th of July? What are we doing? We're celebrating the birthday of our country, right? And we're like the greatest country on earth. Even though, like, I talked with Christina from Tule Reservation, and I feel bad, and I'm Native American too, so I understand that there was a lot of bad things that happened in order for the United States to be how it is, and it probably didn't have to be that way, but it happened. And I'm sorry about that, but at the same time, we're still the greatest country in the world. And lately, like in the last few years, I've been seeing the things that we're celebrating are getting eroded away. You know what I mean? Like, they've already signed a bunch of deals that they haven't done anything. They can, anytime they want. They can take away our rights anytime. They could call martial law or anything. They could call you a terrorist and lock you up and no court. That, I mean, you can't collect rainwater. I mean, there's all this stuff, right? You can't have a garden. I mean, they made all these laws, and really our rights are really zip now, but they just haven't been enforcing it. And when, you know, watching everything go down this year, that was in the back of my mind. Like, you know what we're celebrating, we're a shell of what we really are. And then you start thinking about the guys that lost their life to the fight back the French and the English. And maybe it's time for us to start, maybe I shouldn't even say that, but you know, maybe we shouldn't be letting them do this. Yeah, letting them do all this stuff. We need to start voting, and we need to be voicing our opinion about things, and we need to quit letting them divide us by race and religion and if you're gay or not gay. That's the media doing all that stuff, man. When I go out and talk to people, nobody is racist or anything, man. I'm friends with everybody in the hood. So why are we letting that happen? And if I notice, even Facebook kind of eggs that kind of stuff on, you know, by what people put out. I don't know. This 4th of July was kind of weird for me on that. But anyways.
Yeah. You know, we're splitting up. They're splitting us up. I think they are also placing a lot of stuff on the media that is irrelevant.
Yeah.
That is keeping us occupied with the irrelevancy of whatever they're trying to talk about, and keeping the stuff that's happening in the background silent. Like this J Helm thing.
Yeah, like
and,
what is that?
Why are they still doing it? What's I don't know.
That's supposed to start like in
the 15th of this month,
yeah,
right?
the 15th, yeah.
And we're at the number 5, so we got 10 days left for something to start happening.
And we already seen the build up here. I've been watching these helicopters, these really Blackhawks or whatever you call them. And I was telling my wife, I go, I never seen a helicopter that high in the sky. Man, he was like way up there. I mean, really up there. I didn't know they could go that high. And they were flying, north. And I see helicopters there. I mean, we have a helicopter base right here, and they fly all around, but I never seen them way up there like that. And my wife's like, well, maybe they're just far away. Like far away straight up, yeah, It wasn't like way far away that way, But.
Right. All right. I'm looking through my notes as far as stuff that happened this past week, and obviously a lot has happened. Let me go back in here. Yeah.
Man, that ain't no lie.
What?
That a nation of sheep will be governed by wolves if we let them. And it's because everybody's like too busy. It reminds me of the movie. We did a show on it a while back about the Legos. Is that what it was called?
Legos.
You get your coffee, you get your kids to school, you go to work, everything's,
And people don't want to know. People are programmed right now to continue doing what they're doing, and there's so much going on in the background, guys, right now, and you're not going to hear it from the Fox or CNN or MSNBC or NBC or and it's the only way you're going to hear that stuff is on the internet. But then you go to yourself, well, not all the stuff on the internet is real.
It's true, yeah.
And that's very true. But you have to search out the people or websites that are telling the truth and are giving you the truth. And let me tell you, it is hard to pick those out. It is really, really hard. Because, we're trying to do the same thing here so we can bring you that info here. And we have to decide, is what I'm reading here for real? Because I don't want to give you guys bullcrap stuff and not real stuff. That's not what we're here, not what I'm here for. I'm here to try to give you the stuff that you will not hear anyplace else, period. All right? Whether it's paranormal or not. Because we talk about non-paranormal stuff here as well. I mean, we talk politics. Don't get me wrong, we do. And I feel that because now I have an ability, a location I'm able to do that. I'm for all those who watch my Facebook wall and some of the stuff that I put out, you guys know what side of on politics I fall on. All right, you guys, I know you guys know where I fall on this type of stuff. I'm the type of guy who believes that, we have freedom to do whatever we want. All right, and you can be whatever you darn well want to be. It requires a lot of hard work. All right, the government is not going to give you. If you have a dream, the government's not going to give you that dream. You got to go out and fight for it and work your ass off for it. Like, example, Travis and Chris, the writers and the producers for The Gallows, all right? They've been at it for a long time. Nobody gave them that. They went and they pretty much did it on their own. Obviously, they got money from friends, some investors, but that's the way you got to do it.
Yeah, they said, 5 years?
It took them that long.
I mean, they were doing it longer than that, but they had the idea 5 years ago
Right.
and started working on it.
Right.
And just now are they seeing
the joyous, outcome.
It's almost like us.
Yeah.
5 years. We've been probably about 5 years.
Right. And they were doing it because they want to make a living out of it. All right. Now, when I started this, I started it just because it was fun, dude. It was a hobby. It was I was getting all this cool stuff, this evidence that I wanted to show all you guys out there in internet land what we were getting. This is the reason why I started doing this. And I started doing this, and Emerald and we started doing it on the kitchen table in our house.
Yeah,
That's
podcasting.
Podcasting, that's how Emerald and I started off. All right? And then I decided, you know what, let's just take it and run with it a little bit more and add some more things to it. And then I built a room inside our home that wasn't a room that I closed off.
Yep.
And,
that's where I came along.
And I put up a wall, and I put a door in it, and I made that the studio, and it was really crowded, and that's where I started from, right? And then from there it progressed and progressed.
And then we moved to another room that you made out of the garage.
3-car garage is now what our old studio. And
it was
then
actually your game room, I think.
It was our club. We call it the club, and we used it just to, for the adults, for Shell and I, just to get in there and just kick it. But it didn't have an air condition. It was warm in there, so the summers we really couldn't do anything in there. But that's what we did there. And then I don't know what made me come to this location and build the studio. I mean,
it was a good idea because it's a lot bigger.
It's a lot bigger.
I mean, it's roomy.
Yeah.
Before we were all like,
yeah. But at that time, though, I guess we had future plans. I decided to take it up a notch and said, well, I never thought in a million years that we could put an episode of Paranormal Central on television on the Fox network, and we did. All right, and they ran with it. And that was just like something that was not planned. It wasn't like Travis and Chris. That's what they were trying to do. They were filming a movie. Hopefully that it would make it to the big screens, and it did. My intent here was not to put this on TV, and my intent was just to have fun every Sunday night, and after that go to work, on my 8 to 5 job and continue on. But me now having the ability to have a voice, and I'm going to use it. Alan and I, we talk a lot off the camera, and when we are driving to locations, we have 2 hours, sometimes 3 hours to talk, and to just to look back where we started to the point where we're at right now, and he seems to think, and at the point where he said, for some reason, we seem to be at a point where I think we're meant to be here. And I looked at him and I said, "What are you talking about?" And he said, "Well, we have a location now where we can inform people about different things."
In fact, I don't think any topic so far has been off limits. Like we take on just about everything. I mean, we pretty much speak it out.
And where the trolls started coming in, people really started giving us a bad time. It's when we started talking about religion.
Yeah.
Okay,
man.
that's where, at one point in paranormal, before Alan came into play, I never even brought up religion. It just wasn't in my vocabulary talking about this stuff until, Alan brought it in and started saying, you know what, there are things happening now that are in the Bible that we have to really step back and really analyze this, because it's like foreshadowing. It's like something that's telling us that, hey, wait a minute, you guys, maybe all this paranormal stuff is happening for a reason.
Right.
And
like the bad stuff is on the rise like you never seen before, but only so is, like, if you travel in another country like I did, like Africa, say, where voodoo and everything's all, when you get in where God is working, he's just as supernatural as the witches. You know what I mean? In the voodoo people. And it's almost like a war going on over there. And then when you read in the paper what the Muslims are doing, I mean, they'll whack your head off. And it doesn't mean that if you're a Christian, it means if you don't believe in Allah, right? If you don't believe in Allah, it doesn't matter what religion you are,
You're dead.
off with your head. And I've been reading some serious bad stuff about that. That's what I'm talking about, and that stuff's more supernatural than some of the supernatural.
Right.
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to get at is that, we're going to tell you stuff here that I think is important for you to hear and to see. All right. You might not like it. You might not believe in it. But if I see something that I think you need to know about, then I'm going to tell you about it, or I'm going to show it to you. Okay. It's again, it's. I think we started something here on Paranormal Central that a lot of other podcasts and shows on the internet are doing as well, and I think that's awesome, and a lot of it is the religion part.
That's for sure.
Is they're talking about that now, and I think we listen very carefully to whatever is happening out there, and Alan, when we started the religion part 2 or 3 years ago, nobody was touching it.
See, I didn't right away either.
No, when you came in, you didn't.
No, it was like
until we were bringing up stories, and then you would go, wait a minute, then little by little you would bring up the whatever it was that we were talking about and say, wait, I kind of read that in the first book of Genesis or in the Bible, and it's kind of funny how that resembles this over here. And what if back then, that in the years of Noah or the Bible, that they were actually when they saw these lights in the skies, that or the burning wheel on fire or whatever, the interpretation was all wrong. Maybe that's what they were looking at with UFOs. And then we actually started really talking about that. I mean, seriously talking about it. And then that's when people started, I'm not watching you guys anymore because you guys are talking about religion, the Bible. I don't, that's not paranormal. I mean, we lost a lot of fans. We lost a lot of people.
But then we gained some
we
too.
did. And then we got so much email saying, you guys are awesome for talking about this subject, because it's if you touch it in this field, then then we're going to get banned, and people aren't going to like what we're doing. But it was the other way around.
Right.
It's like, whoa,
Yeah, but only we're not bashing on the other guy's beliefs. I mean,
no.
Maybe, just maybe, it's all connected somehow, and we're all trying to figure it out.
Right. That's what we're trying to do here. We're trying to figure it out because we're both very religious persons, and then for us to be talking about monsters and aliens, when you talk about like that from people who are totally 100% going to church every Sunday, and
they're the ones that tune you out right away,
big time.
Mm-hmm.
My family, my parents have never seen a show I've ever done here, guys. They are churchgoers. They go to Sunday. They're Catholics. I was brought up Catholic. They have never seen a show ever of my Sunday show. They have seen me on TV, but they've never sat because they think it's all hogwash. Bigfoot. Really, Jeff? Bigfoot? Aliens from outer space, UFOs. Really, Jeff? It's if you don't. These are the people where you have to prove it without a doubt. With evidence, or else they're going to think you're smoking the crack. But what we're trying to do here is we're trying to show you a little bit of evidence here and there, and have people come out and talk about it and try. And I'm not saying we're going to try to persuade you, but we're going to give you the stuff that's going to make you go, You know what I'm saying? Like the Mickey Burrell stuff, forensic expert, that right there just tells you, if he changed his mind totally about what he thinks made those impressions on the window, then maybe you need to step back and say, well, this guy's the man of science, and this guy is, a very, very smart guy. Why would he change his mind on something like that unless he really, really sees something?
You know what's really cool?
We gotta.
You know what's cool about Mickey is now we talk about everything.
Yeah, we got a phone call coming in. Let's answer this real quick. Okay, you're on the air at Paranormal Central. Who's this?
This is Sue.
Sue.
Hi, Sue.
Where are you calling from,
Yes.
Sue?
Iowa.
Iowa.
Woohoo! Love Iowa.
So what you want to talk about, Sue?
Well, I just wanted to tell Jeffrey and can't think of the other guy's name right now.
Alan. You're talking to Jeff and Alan, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah, you're talking to Jeff and Alan, by the way.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. And what I want to talk about is the fact that they don't have to rationalize where they're coming from. So we get it.
Oh, okay.
Well, there are people who are new listeners, and who don't get it, and
Hold on.
and it's awesome that you do get it, but our job here is we're trying to make people get it.
Yeah.
And
Or
sometimes
at least see it.
Yeah, and sometimes we have to come out here and do what we just did, because not all it's not all the same people who watch the show every week. We're gaining listeners now by the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds every week. So a lot of the stuff that we talked about last week is totally new, and they missed it, and sometimes we have to bring it back up, unfortunately. So and I know what you're saying,
And
that
thank
you
you
get
for
it.
calling.
Yeah, that you get it, and that's
Thank
awesome
you
that
for
you get it.
calling.
But there are people that still don't get it.
We're on the air.
Yeah, we are. Yeah.
Oh, I told you were on the air.
Well, I can't hear Jeffrey.
This is me. This
What?
is Jeffrey. You're talking to him.
Yeah, and I'm Alan.
Oh my God. Okay. Oh wow. Okay, I'm sorry.
No, that's okay.
No, we're live on the internet
Oh
right
my
now.
God. Okay.
Worldwide.
Anywho, kudos to you guys. Keep
Thank
going.
you.
Thank you, Sue. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Okay, you take care. See ya.
You too. Bye.
Stay away from the tornadoes in Iowa.
Yeah, need some corn for me. Some of
Now,
that good
it's
old
weird
corn.
it's weird because this is not the first time when somebody's called in and they said, "Oh my God, I'm talking to Jeff and Alan." Well,
Yeah.
yes, this is us. As soon as you
Yeah, but only a lot of people record stuff, and they don't know that we're live.
right.
You
Oh,
know.
true.
They tune in on the internet. They see a couple of guys talking and going on, and then they say, "Hey, man, you guys are going on and on. You guys are rambling."
Well, it's Sunday, and it is 18:52.
Yeah, we got like 8 minutes, 5 minutes.
5 minutes left for
5
music.
minutes.
So,
Boy, I'm glad you guys said that, man. Keith was gonna get me.
okay, let me put my glasses on because we're
He's
almost
like,
outta
"Duh,
here.
5 minutes."
Almost outta here. So, all right, so
Yeah, so my sister's telling me she cast out a demon out of somebody
the
this
one
week.
in Wisconsin.
Yeah, she said her hands started tingling and getting hot and red, and she didn't even have to touch the girl, and the girl changed immediately right in front of her, and gave her phone number and everything to stay in touch with her.
No, well, but I always thought your sister over there, and I knew what she was into, but I didn't know this is what she did.
Now the family is kind of into some dark areas. Only they call it white, but
Right.
only me and her, we've been talking, and she realized that there's only one name, only one, and
So she
accepted
wait.
that.
So she realized that after we started talking about it.
Well, I don't know what brought it, but she accepted that, and now
It's working for her.
Yeah.
Holy
It works
crapola.
it works for anybody.
Well, absolutely it does. But I remember, wasn't she one of the persons who didn't like us talking about the religion part, though?
No, that was somebody else,
Oh.
a different sister.
A different sister.
I got
Oh,
4
I know you
of
got.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, this one actually watched the show all the time.
Right.
You
Okay. Where are we at on time?
know. 3 minutes.
3 minutes,
3 minutes
okay.
to music.
All right. So I appreciate all those, and again, what Sue just said. We get it, but and it's not. We're not meant here to ramble, but there are people who are watching tonight, or who are going to watch this later in the future, who this is the first time watching us, and sometimes we have to let them know where we're at and where we're going. And so that's why sometimes we have to do this. And I know there's a lot of fans who've been watching this forever. Get it, and I thank you for getting it. But other people still haven't got it and are not in the process of getting it as of yet. And hopefully we can make change their mind. So, all right, we got 2 minutes left. I want to thank you for showing up tonight. And we have a new time, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m.
And it's going to stay like that for a while?
Yes. We don't know how long, probably forever, or who knows. But anyways.
Yeah. We'll do anything for Art Bell.
Yeah. So anyways, remember Art Bell's coming back July the 20th. If you need to get a subscription, I suggest you get it now for $5 a month, because from what I am understanding, it is going to go up. So if you get it now.
Forever.
If you get it now, you will keep it forever. So I suggest you go get the subscription for it now. And that way, because, if you want to listen to the podcast, you can, as far as audio goes, on our shows. And then, you can do that on the app, on iTunes app, through the artbell.com website. So you don't have to go watch the video on YouTube or whatever. So it's just audio, which is kind of cool.
And I think he's even archiving our show now.
Yes, he's archiving our show.
So if you buy into the Art Bell or the Dark Matter Network, digital network,
right,
you can go back and listen to our show.
So that's awesome.
There.
So
awesome.
All right. We're going to pretty much call it. Again, I want to thank Heidi for coming on, and Emerald. Thank you for helping us out as much as she has.
It's free for Paranormal Central Archives. Free for Paranormal Central Archives.
Oh, it's free. So I want to thank Emerald, and we'll expect Emerald to be back probably around December time, and she will be popping in. Trust me, here and there.
She'll be back.
Yeah, she'll be back. She can. I mean, she loves fighting with us. So.
Yeah,
absolutely. So, all right, for Jeffrey Gonzalez, that's me, and Alan
seconds.
Thomas. I want to say thank you for all those. Danny will be back next week with his Bigfoot report as usual, and as well as Heidi. And next week again, we'll have pre-recorded. His name is Wednesday 13, and hopefully we'll have Pablo Martinez Jr., the guy who was in the hot dog eating contest at the Coney Island this weekend, and he will be in the studio. And I think I will be having a hot dog eating contest with him. So that's it, and I think we're almost there.
Yep, go music.
Go music. All right, thank you guys.
Good night, everybody.
Good night. Have a good night, and we'll see you guys next week. And hopefully,
good night, Keith.
Alan will be here. If not, you guys know exactly where he's going to be. Bye-bye.
You have been listening to Paranormal Central with Jeffrey Gonzalez and Alan Thomas. Broadcasting worldwide at ParanormalCentral.net and on ArtBell.com. Stay tuned for next time. Remember to keep your eyes to the skies. And we hope you witness something you cannot explain.